What's up, everybody? It's episode 63 of the Basketballists. We got a lot going on right now in the hoops right now, from college to the grassroots scene. So we texted the other day. We were like, all right, we gotta get an episode in. But before that, it's your boy Steve.
Shake Hoops, bro.
And yeah, so we wanna get right into it, or we wanna do our regular check-in, or what do you guys want? Get right into it. So we were ready talking before the podcast started, and McDonald's All-Americans were announced and brought up a lot of different feelings for everybody. And I'm gonna start off by saying, congratulations to everybody. And obviously we're from Connecticut, and right off rip, we feel some type of way that our guy from CT, Abdul Toure, was not selected. But what are your thoughts about who's on the list? Thoughts of the process, as we can talk about the process, what we think happened. And but yeah, there's a couple of Northeast guys that got picked, which is a very big thing for the Northeast. I think 3 from New York, 1 from Massachusetts. Who else I'm missing? That's it. We'll pull up the list in a second. But what are your thoughts initially off of the selection?
First off, congrats to everyone that made it. Like, I know it's gonna be a lot of talk every single year about who didn't make it, but if you made that, that's fire. Keep going. Everybody that didn't make it, of course, like Steve just said, like, I would love to see Abdul in the game. So a Connecticut kid, us 3 being from Connecticut, like, that would be big for us. That would be huge for us. I think the last one we had was Chris Dunn.
Yeah.
I made a video. Donovan Clingan didn't make it. Stoff didn't make it. Tremont didn't make it.
Yeah.
But, like, bro, like, I know it's hard to, like, that shit sucks.
Yeah.
Like, of course, you going to say, oh, like, don't worry about it. It doesn't matter in the moment. But, like, bro, these 16, 17, 18-year-old kids, like, that's what you dream of at that time. Like, we've all had different dreams when you that age. Like, that's what he probably was working towards. And sometimes you do everything you could do. Like, what could I do? Have done
everything
more?
you
Yo,
could do.
I'm just thinking about it again, not trying to harp on it, but like, dude played all AAU, BABC. They were
Adidas circuit.
Adidas circuit,
The
running,
SSB.
and they were the
best.
They were the
team all
show.
year.
They were the show.
Yeah.
Everybody was talking about them.
They didn't win it, but them and Game Elite were the 2 best teams all year.
Easily, right? And then he went to NBA Top 100, did his thing there, right?
When he did good in Adidas, the Euro
Cup?
Euro thing.
FIBA.
And then previously FIBA has
Yeah,
the
the year
record.
before.
Had 50.
50. He has a 50 ball, right? And then on top of that, he was hooping this high school's year, and he just went against
City of Palms.
Hoop
Hall.
Hall. He went toe to toe.
Dominating Connecticut.
Went toe to toe with Jason Crow, who got selected. What are we talking about?
It's crazy because I think maybe episode 40 something of the pod, I sat there and McDonald's had come out for the year prior, and I was like, yo, like, will we see another Connecticut McDonald's All-American? Now, technically, Elmarco Jackson was our last McDonald's All-American.
Technically.
But Elmarco's not from Connecticut, which is fine. You know what I mean? He came to Connecticut, he showed out. But a Connecticut-born kid in McDonald's is something that I wanted to see. And I was saying it at the time.
Keep going.
I was saying it at the time. I think Abdul has a really good chance. And we talked about, maybe he has to leave, maybe what's it called, but I mean, after the season that I just watched, it's still not over. After the collective of time since then, I felt like it was no question he should have made it. And I was just like,
I
damn.
For sure thought he was a lock.
It felt like there's no way.
I think
there's,
I think there's more disappointed that they didn't choose him, because if he didn't play well, that's a different story. But he was dominating.
Yeah.
So it's like, what are we really, as a McDonald's committee?
It's just
what are we actually looking at here?
Right.
I would
he's
love
not
to
the
know
only one.
I would love to know the criteria. Even like kids like Dylan Mingo and
So Bryson Howard, he was ranked 17th, didn't make it. Miles Sadler, he's ranked
West
21st,
Virginia.
didn't make it.
Dylan's top 10.
Caden Samuels, 22nd, didn't make it.
Going to
Abdul,
Alabama.
34th, didn't make it.
Arkansas.
Dylan Mingo, didn't make it.
Dylan's still choosing his top 3, right? No, I'm just listening. I'm saying
yeah.
I'm saying the
Didn't make
level
it.
of
It's like,
school.
and there's a couple other guys too, like in that top 10 that didn't make it, which is crazy to me. Like, because usually they're like, oh, like, if you're top 25, like you're usually a shoo-in for McDonald's, which is that is what that is. But it's like you're looking at that list and there's still guys missing. I know Dylan was battling some injuries or whatever the case may be, but and it's not all the kids on the list can play basketball and played very well. It's just certain guys I feel like had a better case.
Yeah.
It's definitely a tough decision to make. Would love to know the criteria for things, but not yet. Maybe when I get a little more years under my belt.
Yeah, we'll bring that back up. But I just, again, we do seriously, we don't hate, we show love, and like we do congratulate everybody, but it's just a little we're just taken back by the fact that a player of that caliber, doesn't go. And I according to the research that I did, about 60% of McDonald's All-American will play at least one game in the NBA. So 60% will play one NBA game. That doesn't mean they'll have a successful career, but it's just they'll get to play one. So 40% of those guys that make that team just off the stats may not make it to the league. Especially it's harder now than it was before. Yeah. So.
And I know I bet Abdul don't want to hear this shit, but like it doesn't matter. Like Tremont Waters, shout out Tremont Waters, Connecticut legend. I put up a post, he commented basically telling I'm pretty sure he might have talked to Abdul, I don't know. But it's like, oh, like it don't matter, bro. Like I didn't make that and I'm still playing pro. It's a lot of people that were ranked ahead of me playing in that game that don't even play basketball no more. And what Tremont is maybe a year younger than me, so he's probably like 20 or around the same age, 27, 26. And in a basketball year, that's your prime.
Right.
Like that's your prime years. So a lot, like, feel me? He'll be okay. But
yeah, I know for sure. I mean, Abdul will be fine. Obviously, watching again, this is just specifically to him and how we relate in Connecticut, but like watching John Calipari, how he's been able to develop Darius Acuff and Malik Thomas and have them succeed as freshmen at the highest level, obviously it should be this,
that's why, like, even as time goes on, like, I would love, Abdul picked Arkansas at the end of the day. That was what was best for him. Of course, people from Connecticut want him to stay home. But even with Cal, like, one of my favorite things about Cal, right? So they're talking about how his freshmen all the time, right? Darius Acuff, Leak. Even someone like Carter Knox, to me, like he's playing a lot of minutes every single year. Like he came out highly touted, but didn't go to the end. Didn't end up going to the draft. Still there, like playing major minutes. Billy Richmond.
Love Billy.
DJ Wagner, bro.
DJ
like,
Wagner's still
there
like
hooping. Somebody if I'm recruiting you, I'll trust you, bro. I trust you with all my heart. So I feel like that's a great situation for Abdul to go in. Also, I got to shout out all my New York guys that made it. That's fire. They say New York down. They got 6 people between boys and girls.
Boys and girls.
So Deron Rippey, Josiah Jervis. Shout out him. I seen that kid work really hard to get there. The twins, Ratliff twins. Then Big O, and then Olivia Jones as well.
She's
on the
tough,
girl side.
Yeah, she's tough.
So shout out my second family, New York. So.
The girl Swords.
She's at Lehigh.
Was did her sister?
The sister,
play?
I think her sister was in it last year or 2 years ago. Was she a sophomore?
They
or
from
freshman?
New York too, or not?
I'm not even sure.
They
They play. I mean, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
I think she was on Exodus.
Okay.
I think.
I've been seeing people say 6. So I don't know.
Okay. No. I only asked because I know the last.
Yeah, she's a dog. She's hooping at Michigan. So again, I gotta don't crucify us for if we misspoke on the information there. But transitioning into that, like, we're talking about the McDonald's All-American game, and then obviously it leads to college, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot going on in college right now. There's so much going on, especially on the men's side and women's side. There was a story on the women's side. I want to just address this really quickly. And again, you guys might not be as knowledgeable on it, but Tess Hill, who was at Kansas State, right? She's a senior, right? 5th year, I think. and she's trying to secure her bag. So essentially, she signed a contract with a pro team in Australia, the top league in Australia, and the NCAA suspended her because it was against the rules. How do we feel about that?
Because she signed for
play after the season.
Yeah. Like she signed it now for later.
Yeah.
Yo, that's like
she
just got reinstated. So she missed 2 games. She's gonna be able to play this coming one.
She appealed and now it's valid.
No, she didn't even appeal. They just said she had to miss 10%. The rule was like 10% of remaining game or whatever it was. So it's 2 games. So she's able to play tonight. She couldn't play this past week.
They basically suspended her for 2 games for signing a contract for after the season.
That doesn't make any sense. Come on,
yo,
we need some balance, bro.
But I'm saying, like, why would you
letting the boys run amok?
That's what I'm saying. It was just more so like, what are we doing? Like, you're letting people come back from the G League, but she's looking out for her future. She wants to hoop still. The team wants her. She signed a contract, so she's good.
The Euros are pros at 16. When the Euros are 14, they coming up through a pro club. You think that's a contract, but they could come over here and play in college.
Yeah.
Come on, dog.
Nah, I think it's so crazy how even
I didn't
know
that.
Like NCAA in general.
It's not. It hasn't been a national news. It should have. It should.
You know
be.
me. I'm chronically on my phone, and I did not see that.
Yeah. I think we sent it, but it might have got wrapped up in between everything else. But I think it's crazy to me because like we've been ragging on the NCAA for probably 4 episodes straight. And it's like each time it's getting worse and worse. Like y'all not getting no better. Like and it's like. Women's side, like we haven't really talked women's side because like they usually keep it
they
correct.
Do,
like they're not wilding out. Like they usually keep it, but the fact that you really like that's pocket watching.
We think the NCAA has been just very inconsistent in general, right? Yeah. And on the women's side, it's been very buttoned up. Like the biggest thing that we saw from this year was that, and obviously like South Carolina bringing in. The French national girl who's doing all right. She's not even killing like that, but like
that's another thing we need to talk about. The imports.
The imports
haven't been playing too well.
Yes. Well, I was gonna get into this. We're gonna get to the G League stuff right now. So like again, like we're talking about the story with Tess Heel, right? Then we hear a story about your boy Amari Bailey, and then your other boy, my boy, I don't know whose boy, Zaire Wade, talking about coming back to college. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing here? Like, what are we doing here?
Yo, honestly, everybody, this is a public service announcement. When you hear about the G League players coming back to college, you're saying they're ruined colleges. Who cares? They're not doing anything.
Yo,
if they were like, this is not a 17-year-old going to play with 12-year-olds and they're just gonna bully them. College is not that. When you look at that freshman class, this 2026 freshman class, one and done's going to play against grown men. You think just because he came from the G League, he's a little bit older, he not ruining nothing, bro.
Yeah.
Only thing I will agree, it is hurting some of the high schoolers coming in.
It's
but
for
the product of basketball, them boys not doing nothing.
Yo,
BYU got one. He did not look too good the other day.
Alabama's
Hopefully
boy.
he could get better. Alabama won, like they're not coming in making a crazy impact. Maybe the dude from Louisville next year will make one, the guard.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see. But as of right now, the sample size I'm getting from the G Leaguers in college, they not it.
Baylor dude's not doing much.
Yeah,
we made it
a huge deal.
Huge deal.
They're not doing
and I
that.
saw 0 points, 2 rebounds,
6
4
fouls.
Yeah, I was gonna say bad fouls.
Who cares? Come, bro. Come.
I mean, yeah. If they listen, if
that.
that's what it's gonna look like, oh yeah, fuck it, y'all can come back. Fuck it, y'all just need a body. But if y'all coming back to average 20, nah,
it's not happening.
I don't know.
Even if so, right? We say college is a pro league. You're not coming into a team after not being with them all summer, all fall, and just thinking you're gonna go drop 20. It's not happening.
It doesn't happen.
It's not happening.
Yeah.
And especially if you wasn't doing it in the G League, you're not doing it here. I'm not saying G League is slouches, but
Right.
you should be killing there too. Like we see RJ Davis.
Yeah.
RJ Davis was really good. He was a great college player.
Mhm.
He's in the G League doing what a great college player should go do in the G League. Get 40 points, get 30 points,
Drew Timmy
going
was
crazy.
doing the
Drew
same shit.
Timmy getting called up to the Lakers.
Yeah.
Like he
'Cause
should.
was hooping
If
in
you
the G.
like the other dude,
Luka Garza,
There's a bunch of
what's
them.
the dude trying
those
to go
guys.
back to college? Dink.
Dink Pate.
Oh, Dink Pate.
So
he's
he-
another one.
But
But
so he's
nine-
averaging. He's doing good in the G League.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But he wants to come back to college. We'll see. But as of right now, today, the G Leaguers I have seen in college, who cares?
So, but the thing
Who
with,
cares?
Yeah, no, for
at
sure.
this point.
The only person I think if he were to come back with Dink Pate, because he's only 19, he was the youngest G League Ignite player, so he had 2 years there. He's 19, I think, turning 20, so he would have a couple years eligibility. He, in my opinion, watching him his highlights and stuff, like he would come in and make an impact
We'll see.
because he's all star.
I gotta see.
I think he's an all star.
I really do have to see it. I ain't gonna lie. And I don't like this crystal ball shake. I don't like that. I don't like how you talked about Amari
Hey,
Bailey now. You reached out to his agent or something?
definitely
Like, what's
reached out
going
to his
on?
agent.
Yo, after you know how like Saturday Night Live, they do like the skits.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's just that. I'm just joking. I'm just making light of a situation. I said, wait, hold on, Amari going back? Nah, I got a vision, but
We got to stop it somewhere.
But I mean, he's
Bro.
gonna be the one that tested.
he's not gonna be able to come back.
No.
He played 10 games.
He's
in the
gonna
NBA.
try, but he's not.
No, yeah.
They're not gonna let that
I
happen.
respect the attempt,
Yeah,
but come on. Like, no
like,
way.
What was the playing career? You listed it in your video. Like it was what he played.
He goes to this literally. I would think I talk about Rich Paul all the time on this pod, but I listen to their pod. If you want to learn information about the background, which I'm trying to learn more of basketball, go listen to Rich Paul talk. Bro, the kid is at
Sign us.
Sierra Canyon, McDonald's All-American. I'm supposed to be this good. All my peers is that good. I got all this pressure. I go to UCLA. I have an all right year. But since I've been a sophomore, junior, senior, they've been telling me, yo, you're one and done. You're one and done. This is the plan. You're one and done. And if I'm not mistaken, as soon as he left is when NIL came.
Yeah,
I
it
think
was
so,
like
yeah.
21.
Yeah,
what,
yeah.
21?
Yeah, showing around. I
22?
think he might have went in the
He might have
same
just-
year as Sharif, maybe.
Yeah, he might have just
Sharif
missed it.
it by a year.
He
I
might have
think
just
he missed
missed
it by a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So whatever, I go into the league. Hey, this is my option. This is how I'm gonna go make money. I don't want to be in school. I don't want to go to. It's a little different back then, probably. It's a little different.
You gotta.
Whatever. I'm going through all this. All my peers that I probably killed them at camp. I probably was with them at camp. I killed them. Damn, I'm in the G League. I'm Amari Bailey. Like he probably got that in him. Like
Oh,
I'm
for sure.
Amari Bailey.
Oh, most hoopers do.
What the hell?
Most
Like he
hoopers
one of
do.
the most famous hoopers at the time. I'm Amari Bailey. Oh, I gotta go. Like I said last time, I gotta go stay at the Red Roof Inn.
Uh-huh.
I gotta go make $3K a
Oh,
month. My man's over here in college. Damn, he stink. I grew up with him. He was my role player. He was my backup. He
Yeah.
making what? Yeah. I need some of that. But I'm just that's what's probably going on.
It's so funny you say the Red Roof Inn again because it came up on my timeline and some dude was like, "Oh, benefits of being in the G League," and you know me. First, I'm like, he raised baiting me. I'm like, all right, but then I look, and he was talking about how he played for the Rio Valley. The Rio Valley, the Suns joint.
Yeah.
Whoever the Suns
Yeah.
organization is. He was saying like, yeah, they paid for a chef, they paid for my housing, they paid for this, they paid for that. I stayed in the what's it called, right across from the arena, this and that. He was like, all these things benefited me, blah, blah. It was an amazing experience. All I could ever do was speak highly of the G League. I'm like, G League doing all that? I go to the comments, dudes from the G League talking about, what G League you played in? Where was you at? Wait, hold on. I'm going to miss this. What year you played? Everybody in the comments was like
Dudes that
dumb.
actually played in the G.
Yo, literally actually played in the G was like, bro, I've never seen. It was the one dude, I forgot his name. He might have played at AZ Compass, maybe Ty Washington. I don't.
Yeah, Ty Washington.
I think it was him or maybe somebody else. I can't remember, but they was in the comments talking about, yo, what the fuck are you talking about?
But here's the thing with the Suns. The Suns is a little different because the owners putting money into the.
And that's what he said. He said
that's the
Every
difference.
they were
organization
saying-
is not created equal.
right,
Correct.
and they said the Suns comfortability level and how they take care of their players on on the developmental side, the G League side, is a little better than most.
'Cause
But still,
that's
some
crazy.
guys who played in the G were
They're
like, bro,
no, what are you
where
talking
was
about?
this?
No, I agree.
where was it?
I-
Because think about it. I'm in the G League. You telling me, yeah, bro, I got to bring my masseuse over later. And you like, oh, what you mean? You pay for that? He was like, no. They sent that for me. What you mean they sent that for me? Where you play at? Now you trying like, wait, hold on. How come we don't got this? And then now they're asking like, bro, like, what are you talking about? Why you don't got this?
Organization is not
You
creating
see what I'm
equal
saying?
health.
and that goes with but it's just like anything. Any system is important. So
right. Any
like G
school,
League,
any program,
college,
Yup.
right? NBA, like you don't want to like Cooper. Yeah, we just throwing up Cooper, but like it just happened. He goes to Dallas where it's a good opportunity for him to develop,
Mhm.
right? The key word is develop,
Yeah.
right? So if you choose the right school and you develop, that increases your potential to go further on or make more money, right?
Absolutely.
So that's what it's all about. But like to your point, like you're not getting that at every G League
They
level.
said, what
Like
G
there's-
League you was?
yo, like that's crazy. But again, but it also shows like there's differences and there's levels to how the game's played,
Right.
right? So like G League does not necessarily transfer over to college or from what we've seen so far, right? But college does transfer to G League and NBA because there's more freedom. So guys have to play strictly in a system when they're in college. Not as many get the freedom to do what they want. You know, obviously there's a couple exceptions, but obviously moving forward, like somebody again, we talk about Cal, DP.
Hold on, I seen something. I want to ask you guys' opinion on it. I seen something that said that is the biggest cop out for a player. They say, "Oh, he'll have more space in the NBA." You think that's like a legit like cop out? I seen that. I was like, might be honest. We say that about a lot of players, bro.
See,
Go ahead. It's a rule thing for me.
I was about to say,
It's different rules.
college
yeah.
is stuck in the 70s, right?
It's the coach.
College is stuck in the 70s. Yo, in the NBA, you cannot take your 7-foot center and sit him in the paint till his feet bleed. You
Right.
can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
So naturally, that opens up a
Driving.
different lane, right? So when you say, oh, like he'll have more space in the NBA, it's true
Yeah.
because you can't guard it the same. Now, are we sometimes crutching that to some players who aren't good in tight spaces and make some questionable decisions? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, like you're a product of your environment. So if you were in this environment, you would look this way. But you're in this environment and you don't look this way. I think perfect example is Elliott. Elliott was at UNC. They had a certain type of lineup. The
Mhm.
product didn't look good. He was also young, but the product didn't look good.
Mm-hmm.
You give him
He's-
this Michigan environment, he looks like the best point guard in college basketball. And that's all it is sometimes, just being in that right system,
Just-
right fit.
Right.
And
it's a fit
Some
thing.
college players are better off in the NBA.
And that's-
Play style wise,
Yeah.
play style wise.
Yeah, and we talk about like obviously don't be dictated by money, dictate what the system is, and know your strengths and weaknesses and try to go to that.
Yeah.
An example, right? So again, the defensive 3 seconds in the NBA, like a big can't just sit there, but
Right.
they are faster, more athletic, so
Mhm.
that seconds of separation on drive is that much thinner,
Yeah.
right? So, but again, thinking about who the top freshmen right now, let's just use the two most talked about guys like DP and AJ, they'll benefit from that.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
for
I
sure.
even think,
Yeah.
like,
Because
if
they're
El-
already killing at this level.
Yeah, and I even think Elliott. So if Elliott had, you know, he's got a fucking pogo stick 7-footer in the NBA, like he should average 12, 11 assists a game,
Yo,
like, you know,
the-
and he's, you know, in the NBA, you got to have spacing. You have to have shooters on the floor. Elliott's fast. It's going to be hard to stay in front of him. I'm not saying, you know, again, I don't know what's
I know
gonna
what you
happen,
mean.
but he would also thrive in that
The
situation.
crazy part is, right, from college to NBA, the biggest difference, right, is like a help side defender crashing down. In college, you might get a floater off or maybe get a lay. In the NBA, you're getting dunked on.
Correct.
Like you're getting, like if you come late, like in college, you might get, oh, he's gonna put a floater up. I got to contest it. He might lay,
Yeah,
maybe.
NBA is the best
In the
players
NBA,
world.
you're getting dunked on if you're late to that short side.
Yeah.
Oh, you're dead.
Any misstep NBA, they making you pay.
They making you
College,
pay.
might get away with it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Again,
like you still might get scored on in college, but like in the NBA, like you're getting embarrassed.
yeah.
So like that's like the minute difference between the two.
And I don't think, you know, trying to relate this back to more common kids, like I don't think players don't realize there's levels to this. It's like very like noticeable levels, right? Going from high school to college, or even going from high school, let's say
High school to high school.
high school
to high school.
to either
High level high school.
yeah, high school to high level high school, whether it be EYBL, NEPSAC, something like that. That's a jump.
Yeah.
And then even from there to an elite level AAU program, let's say, well, I always say the gold standard is 17U Nike EYBL. There's a level to that. Then there's a huge jump from that to playing in college. No matter what level in terms of college basketball, there's always a jump. And then obviously there's another jump as you go up in level and obviously beyond.
Yeah,
but
and
I don't think people realize.
Yeah, that's why I always like, my big saying is seeing is believing. I say that all the time. Like, you really got to see something. So shout out to Bunnell High School, Jeremy Daniels, the coach, my guy, Quincy McKnight, my guy. So I'm at Hoop Hall and Rainier Beach, Tyron Stokes. They're playing Bishop McNamara, Prince Moody, Caden Samuels didn't play. But Bunnell I think they were playing something up there, if I'm not mistaken. But they're at the game. That's another high school watching high school. And I'm looking at these kids, they like hyped to see them play. But I think that is a big thing for Bunnell type of high school to see. So Bunnell had tough players before, like Isaac Van played at VCU. Like they had Max.
Yeah.
Max played, was a high major, went to Kansas State, to George Washington, to Duquesne. But the normal kid at their normal public school in your normal town, like I always speak about this, bro. It's not the same as going to see that. It's not the same type of basketball. It's different type of basketball. That's why I try to talk about every single level of basketball so I could really try to break it down. But you really need to see that, like, oh yeah, I'm not like that. Like I rip drive, the defender rotates, maybe like you know the box is, maybe he's below. Tyron Stokes, Caden Samuels, that's a dunk.
Yeah.
Like they're taking off right here, that's a dunk. Me, I have to take an extra dribble and go lay it, and potentially either I gotta make an and one or dump it, but that's the little difference.
That's offensively. Defensively, oh shit, I was a step late. Okay, maybe I could contest.
I was a step late. I could contest. I could show hands. He still
step
got
late
I'm
on
taller than
Tyran.
him.
You on Instagram tomorrow?
Yeah, like that's a dunk. But those is like the little plays, and then especially when you get to college, and especially when you get to NBA. NBA, we always see dudes come down on dunks. I like to think about where they're dunking from. You could take. Let's just Giannis, bro. Giannis.
Yeah.
That's an extreme example, but he could be at half court, take one dribble, start his steps past the 3-point line, and he gets a little bit into the 3-point line. He's taking
dunking.
off and dunking the ball.
Shit, I posted Jalen Johnson doing that. He took one dribble from the 3-point line.
One dribble and dunk. Like in college, the kid might have to take, unless he's super athletic, he might have to take 2 or 3 dribbles to get there, then take off from the box. That's more time for the defense to rotate. It's the timing, the quickness. When people always say, oh, the game is faster, it's not because the players are literally faster. Yeah, they're faster too, but it's those little plays. It's like those split seconds to a dunk, to a layup, to a floater, to a kick. Those are all different types of plays.
And I think but that's where a lot of parents are lacking, right? And again, I'm thinking about how we can kind of get this across to the general public. It's just like they're so caught up on, oh, my kid's got to score. No, teach them how to play basketball. Teach them how to defend. Teach them how to rotate and help side. The younger you can instill in that, then when they get older and stronger and faster, first off, that's second nature in terms on defense. Then offensively, it's like you teaching them how to attack, let's say, like a swing pass. The issue with some of us, some of our guys at South Kent, they don't understand. All right, if the ball's coming from the left wing, we swing it to the slot on the right side. Why are you jabbing right and coming back left where the ball came from? That's where the help side is going to be. You want to attack because the help side, they're in help side on the pass. They got to fly to the ball. Now you attack and get downhill. Now, there's an advantage.
Yeah,
now you got to make a decision, right? Make them scramble. Then you got to make a decision whether it's a floater, go 1-2 dribble. At the prep level, that's sometimes a dunk.
Yeah.
And then high school, it might be 2 dribbles off 2 feet finish. It really depends on where you're playing.
Even like higher levels, even breaking it down even more. I drive into the paint. I get in the paint. My big is right there. At a higher level, easy lob, dunk. Those are automatic points. That's why dunking is so important at that level. Like, dunking is an actual skill. People think, oh, it's just some highlight and athleticism. That's an actual skill. Because those bigs, gotta dunk it. You gotta finish it.
And
Because
it's their
if I
positioning,
throw it
too.
to you, if I dump it to you, and you just coming down try to make a layup, the defense is right there automatically. Cause like it's gonna be a tougher
Similar
shot for you to
size.
make.
Mm-hmm.
Like those are just little things people don't realize. It's like, oh yeah, my son lives in the paint. All right, well, does he know how to make the decision when it's a 6'8"
Yes,
dude rotating? It's different levels.
It's
levels to this shit.
levels.
Speaking of levels, you know, we were really highly anticipating a matchup between potentially the number 1 and number 2 pick, Darren Peterson and AJ DeBansa. Tell me what y'all thought about the game. I know how I felt. You know what I mean? I was at my local establishment, Blind Rhino. I was watching it. I had some wings.
Great wings there.
I had some
Great
wings. I
wings.
was watching. I know how I felt. I want to know how y'all felt about it.
I think Kansas. I came in here and said I think Kansas got a chance to win a national championship once they get DP back, and it looks like they finally clicking with him. I think they came into that game prepared. I'm not saying BYU didn't, but the way they guarded, that's like their defensive rotations was like magical to me. Like
Mhm.
their lineup is just crazy because there's so much length and they could switch and help and rotate. Richie Saunders hooped that game
Yo,
for sure. He was
yeah.
killing.
Yeah.
I mean, again, obviously all the eyes have been on AJ, but like
Yo,
he's gonna find an NBA team.
Yo, let me say this right now. I know some NBA GM is out there fiending over these freshmen, all these freshmen. Richie Saunders gonna go, depends on where they end up in the tournament. Late first
Yeah,
or
20s.
second round and end up staying in the league. I'm stamping it. right
Nah,
now.
I agree with that.
He's big. He's not like a small
Like
shooter.
Was he 6'8", 6'7"?
Probably.
Oh yeah, he's
Probably-
pretty tall.
definitely
I don't know
6'6"
his
and
ex-
up.
definitely
Yeah.
6'6" or up.
Yeah, definitely 6'6"
Tall
and up.
with the strizzy
Strap.
and could guard, and he could put it on the floor a little bit
And
too.
he got a little dog in him too. Like
Yo, I like
he
him.
lived for it. Like
I like
he
him.
want to shoot
I
it.
think that's a professional basketball player right there.
Yeah, and again, but that's where somebody, you know, who might end up with him, OKC, because they do their research, they do their
research.
homework.
Yeah.
Maybe the Spurs do a good
Yeah.
job of like researching
Yeah.
on guys to
Yeah.
draft. Like
But-
the Spurs
yeah.
could use a guy. To
not
stretch, but
for
anyway.
nothing. The Nets actually do a good job of picking talent in like the 20s, the low 20s, like the late round.
So again,
Yeah,
well,
but- yeah,
it'll really
but-
will depend
yeah.
on, you know, like you said, the tournament, how they
Mhm.
do the
Yeah.
rest of the year. And
Yeah, 'cause
then
if they have a
pre-draft
long-
workouts,
if they have a long
yeah.
push,
Tournament's big,
If they have a long push, he'll go up.
Oh yeah,
He'll
for
go up in
sure.
some rankings.
But-
It's
but
crazy.
back to the game. Yeah, man, that boy Darren Peterson is special. He's special.
But that was the game he had. He didn't play that all
He
in the
didn't play
second
the
because
second
they
half.
said he was
But-
cramping.
He did. He
Yeah.
played. They played Texas Tech the other night.
Oh, I
He-
watched that.
played
I
like
watched that
31
game when
Like
you told us.
they played great defense on. They were locked.
And they didn't have your boy playing either.
Yeah,
Christian
yeah, I
said
noticed
he was,
that.
He was hurt or
Cr-
sick.
Oh yeah, they said he had the flu. or
Christian
something.
Christian Anderson.
Christian
Yeah.
Anderson.
Yeah.
They
But
only won
like
by
they
3.
did a pretty good job defensively on DP. But I like when that's what makes the best players the best players. That
Right.
oh y'all doing a good job, but you gotta guard me all 40 minutes, and then we
Mhm.
see in the last minute
Yo,
two big
bro.
buckets.
And that's all I've been asking for all year. I
Yo.
want to see him in those moments. That's the only thing I was asking for.
What I was so like again, he did a great job. Like he was, I mean, AJ was guarding him in that matchup, and he was taking advantage of it. Obviously, if he was still playing that whole rest of that game, I don't think BYU comes back in
Yeah.
my opinion. But
I think
fast
he
forward,
ends the game like 35.
I was about
Yeah.
to say 40.
yeah, he was gone. He was on one. But like watching the Texas Tech game, they were doing a good job defensively on there. They made it. But what I really appreciate with DP was like he was just like this. He was just even keeled whole time.
Mhm.
Then they did a great play. It was off the inbounds to tie the game. He threw it in, walks in, sprints off the big boy. What's the dude? What's the Flory? He
Yep.
sprints off Flory. They were denying it, and he knew off that he's like, all right, they drew up a play where if he's gonna deny you, get back to that flare.
Mhm.
And so he flared back. Flory hit him. They threw the top ball over the top, and he caught it like this. I thought he was gonna drive it, and I think that's where Christian, what's his name, JT Toppin,
Yeah.
his hands was up. Then he put his hands down, and then Darren said
Right into his
right
shit.
into his shot
Yo,
and switched it to tie
Yo,
the game. I was
his-
like, that's different.
as-
That read was
His level
I don't
of
think I've
awareness
seen
is
someone this
nuts.
early with that on-ball talent, like one mono talent, move so well off ball, yo.
Like Rip Hamilton, Ray
Yo,
Allen movement. Like
he moves off
don't stop.
ball
And I
crazy.
understand now. Not now. I get why he has he has lower like calf and hamstring, whatever. I get he moving all game. He's not a player that's just gonna like, oh, stand in the corner, give me or dribble.
That
Like
boy
he's
is
moving.
nice.
So I understand his injuries. I just, bro,
It's so
we finally
effortless
see
the
it.
way he scored,
the game winning three. I didn't expect him to shoot that. He came off the
Oh
ball
no, he said it's
screen.
me.
I
It's
thought
my
he was
shot.
gonna. I thought he
Any
was just,
space, I think it's green with him.
Yeah,
I
It's
ain't
my
gonna lie.
shot.
I thought he was gonna like call for a rescreen, but he came off 1, 2, boom, pull up, and I think even I didn't expect it to go. Definitely, the defender was like, "Oh shit!"
Nothing
that's
looks
what it
like
looked
a bad
like.
shot to me. I ain't gonna lie.
I to go back to the BYU game a little bit, and we've talked about this, but BYU I think is one of the best second half teams in
In
college.
college basketball,
But-
period.
Because they love playing catch up.
Yes,
That's
I
a
don't-
bad trait.
I think in my opinion, right? You watch AJ. AJ is very patient. We've talked about that. He's very patient, and I'm not asking him to force, but I feel like sometimes in the first half, he's so tentative to get other people involved and take the right shot that they're just losing the lead, and just letting it dissipate to then play catch up in the second half. I think if they keep it steadily and find ways to get him the ball better and like put him in positions where he can just do a catch, turn around and shoot, or a spot up three or whatever, I think they're really missing ways to set him up. Like you just talked about, right? They know the Kansas. They know Flory knows. Hey, if they hedge this hard and they deny the I know he's coming right off the flare. I already know. Get him the ball right here. And obviously they're two different players. AJ's 6'9", 6'10", Darren Peterson's 6'5". I get it, whatever. But it's just about finding ways to get your best player the ball in advantageous positions. And that's exactly why they're always lacking in the first half. And then in the second half, they start hitting shots. Richie, in my opinion, plays consistent throughout the whole game. Rob sometimes starts off slow. AJ sometimes is a little too tentative. And then the other guys are the other guys.
Yeah.
But if they would play how they play in the second half throughout the whole game, they probably only have like 2 losses.
Yo, UConn game, they got down big. We was there.
Yep.
UConn game, they got down big, brought it back. They played Clemson at the Garden. They ended up winning that game, but they was down 20. It took a Rob Wright buzzer beater. And then
Kansas,
it was a close game at the end. I think they cut it to like
They cut it to like 4. They cut it to 4
Yeah.
because I think maybe Melvin came down and hit the free throw after they fouled, and then they came down turnover, and then they did the
They were down. I think they were down 4.
Mm-hmm.
Melvin Council hit that one legger.
Yes.
Remember that one legger?
That's
it was
what
like a
sealed
minute
it.
left.
Yeah.
That was game.
That's
So-
what sealed it.
This is where I'm saying.
That gun that you can't play catch up
No.
when March come.
No,
But yeah, you can't do
you're
that.
gonna get you're gonna get blown out.
But to your point, like I just want the thought that came into my head was when we talked about, I think an episode or 2 ago, like a good coach has a play to get their best player the ball in their spot, right?
So yeah, I know. So we always talk about the different type of systems. His name's Kevin Young, right?
Yeah,
BYU coach.
Yep,
So I know he's like NBA pedigree. So even when I watch BYU and they're clicking, it's always all right. They play a lot of ISO ball for like AJ and then move off of that.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I think like it is college is a different game. Like you said, that Flory could just sit in the paint,
sitting there.
and then what's it called is not playing on the outside.
Richie?
No, the
Rob?
big,
Kansas.
the big.
Oh, Kata.
Kata, yeah.
So he's kind of just planted right there while AJ is playing one on one.
Because he can't
So
do
AJ's
anything else.
that's what I'm
basically getting
saying.
guarded
So
by
AJ's
3 people.
Gage's getting double. AJ's forced to make a tough shot. I agree. In the Whistle game, I would like to see him take a few more shots earlier.
He only
in
shot
the
like
game.
10, maybe.
No, I remember.
No, or like 6.
But
He
I
was 3
remember-
for 6.
But that ended up happening. But I remember it was like 11 minutes, and the announcers were like, "Yeah, AJ hasn't taken a shot yet." He got down. Like I think like we always talk about like the NBA.
Pacing.
NBA and the NBA, they run flowy offense type of thing too, but they begin first 2 plays down the court, we getting our best player a shot.
Yeah.
We running something for our best player, unless you wide open, of course, or you got opportunity.
and I think it really depends on the player too, right?
Yeah.
Like sometimes as a player, like somebody like Kobe, he would just be in attack mode. There's other guys and other teams where you're gonna get going, like you got to get your teammates going first. So then now, but it depends.
I hear what you're
you know what
saying.
I'm
It's
situational, depending on
I hear what you're saying.
situational. But with that, so but here and then since we're talking about this, right? Is this the most talented freshman group in the history of history of basketball, period. All right. I just want to throw this one thing out there, right? I brought it up.
Yeah.
So they talked about it. Jalen Rose, Chris Webber, I think it was Glenn Robinson.
Yeah.
They talked about their class. So it was those three and one other guy. And then they brought up the 1981 class, which was Hakeem Olajuwon, Patrick Ewing, Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley.
None of them
and Chris
dudes was
Mullin.
freshmen though.
No, they were talking about their freshman years.
Oh, their freshman years.
Like their
Okay.
freshman
Like their
years.
I thought you meant like coming out.
No. Their freshman years. And then obviously they chose 5. You could choose freaking 10 if you really wanted to talk about it. But they chose 5, which was Boozer, AJ, Darren Peterson. Who else did they pick in that picture? Koa Pete, and then one other player. You can
Michael Brown.
No, it could have been it could have been Kingston. It could have been
Kingston.
Acuff.
They probably put Kingston.
It could have been Kingston.
Yeah.
But
I think Acuff was in there, but here's my thing,
go
right?
ahead, talk about it.
We said it last pod. We born in 98. Steve, what year you born?
92, guys.
So for me, right? College basketball, I've always watched college basketball, but this is the most invested I've been in college basketball in a while. I would say 2010, like Kemba and them, that was a really big year for me. I watched a lot that year. And then over the years, sprinkle it in, like I watch. But I really feel like this year, especially, not only are the freshmen very good, the freshmen are some of the best players. Because, like, there's years, Edie's the best player in college basketball. Mm-hmm. Drew Timmy's the best player in college basketball. Luka Garza's the best player in college basketball.
Braden Smith at Purdue.
Like, senior like guys, upperclassmen are the best. I'm looking at this year, I'm like, I'm looking at Darius Acuff. I'm looking at AJ. I'm looking at Darren Peterson. Those are freshmen I'm talking about that I think are the best players in college basketball. I think that's why this class, to me, is a little different from the other ones. Because, like, there are guys in there that are 3-year, 4-year guys, but the ones that I see that are, in my opinion, playing the best are mostly freshmen.
Yeah, I think we just gotta wait and see. Honestly, that's the biggest thing with this stuff. Like, you could call them ass right now, but then if 10 years down the line you got 5 all-stars from there, oh, it was the best class ever.
Exactly.
Like, you gotta wait and see. I think it's like right now, it's looking promising, and they all came from the American youth system too that you guys all want to change. But it's the best freshman class ever, right? A lot of people are going on TV and saying that, but then turning around and saying we need to fix our youth programs. I get we need to, all right, everything not gonna be the same.
Yep.
Lil Timmy that's playing at the Y and is it that ends up 5'7"? I'm sorry, bro. You know what the real issue is? And we just talked about it. People just don't understand their level. Yeah. So when they're saying youth sports is finished, it's because you're playing at that bullshit level.
Yo, like
you're at the bullshit level.
The top stuff. The kids are playing too much. I'm at EYBL, bro. They play one, let's be Europe. Let's play one game a weekend. Like, all right, they're playing 3 games in a weekend over the whole summer. It's 4 or 5 stops.
Yeah.
And then it's them camps. We could talk about that. The brand camps, but bro, like, at the highest level, it looked good to me.
But
I'm tripping.
The problem is they playing in outside tournament. And this, what's it called?
But you want them to play more. You want them to go outside. You want them to go. Why don't the kids play pickup anymore? Because they don't have to. I could play in this tournament. I could play in that tournament. That's my pickup when I'm going around like New York kids. When I'm doing that, that's literally playing pickup.
But that's my issue again. So I'm on the side of changing some things, right? It's not more so the top.
Right.
It's more so the general public, because now these AAU tournaments.
They don't care about the general public though, bro. Let's be real. They keep talking about.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Every time
they're
in the
using
conversation,
the general public to talk about the high level guys.
Yo, yes, they are using the general public data to talk about the highest level guys, because they keep talking. All I hear is Luka, Giannis, Shea, who played high school basketball in America, benefited from the American system, and he is North American, if you guys didn't know. Who else? Sengun. Like, you talking about these anomalies, bro. We got to change the whole system because of them. I don't know the data. Most of the NBA is American, no?
Yeah, unless they have. Unless you're counting the dual citizenship,
Yeah,
the two guys that have, but like
yes, for the most part, but
majority
it's getting,
is from here. Majority.
It's getting.
Cat was raised in New Jersey, bro.
That's the thing. Like but then you can be
He
like, oh,
he
Dominican.
goes play for DR. Yeah,
he's Dominican.
but
yeah.
Cat was raised in New Jersey, bro. Like, come on, dog. Come on, dog. Y'all gotta, I think people just need to really go see this stuff.
Yeah, just go watch, bro.
Like,
just go watch.
Like,
that's the easiest way to.
I would
like,
get it if y'all saying,
confirm your
the
beliefs.
system is broken, but you can't turn them back around and say all these American freshmen are the best players in college we've ever seen.
Yeah.
You be consistent with your answer, but don't talk about that general public, bro. I'm not talking about the money grab tournament where homie charges you $100 to park, $300 to come in for a weekend pass. You can't stay at this hotel. 3 games guaranteed. You got a penny. Coach is going to practice, going outside to smoke a cigarette. Not teaching. I ain't talking about that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the high level, bro. That shit pisses me off.
So I just chat GPT'd it, right? I said
Dylan Harper stayed at Don Bosco High School, bro.
Yeah. Abdul Torre.
Come on, dog.
See. So the NBA, there isn't a definite answer, but there are about 30% on the current rosters in terms of like the whole league that were born. So about like from NBA opening night, which was obviously a couple months ago, like 4 months ago, 135 players were internationally born. So we don't know internationally
out of
born.
500?
Out of 450. So it's almost a third, 30%. Like, but what I'm saying is, again, we don't know if those international kids came to US
here to play.
Yeah, here to play or play.
100 probably I'll say probably 40 of those guys played in the US.
Yeah, they probably did.
Then what happens? Say somebody fizzles out the NBA. They go get that bag in EuroLeague. Like the best players. I'm not talking about the general public, bro. The best players go get that bag in the EuroLeague.
Yeah.
If Europe is so great, they're the best ever. Why are we the best players over there when we go over there too?
Yep, yes, actually, there's a higher standard for U.S. citizens that go over.
A lot. Elijah Hughes that went to Syracuse. Shout out him. That's my man's. He commented the other day. I was like, "Yo, most of the EuroLeague All Stars are American."
Yeah, and there's kind of a connotation of being American when you go over there, like at any level, like. If you're American, you come over there, they'll be like, yeah, bro, like you gotta have 20.
You
like,
can even have some imports.
You gotta average 20, bro.
You only have 2 imports.
You gotta average 20.
To his
like
point,
yo, like we not the same way the same way we be talking to the Africans when they come over. Yo, you got block shots and rebound. When you go over there as an American, yo, you gotta average 20, nigga. Like this is not no regular. Yo, you gotta come in and average 20, bro. This is no waiting process, no nothing.
American to score 20.
Yeah, we'll go find another.
That's what but that's what it is. That's what they tell them.
When you an import, bro. You gotta come in to do your job right away. There's no grace period.
There is no grace period, which is crazy. There is no. But let's talk about that. Let's just build off of this conversation, right? So, the American system. We talk about, how you said, general public, but high level, right? It's coming down to the end of the high school season, right? For most kids, playoffs are about to start. Connecticut, we're late, which is stupid. But anyway, besides the point, what happens now with your high school season coming to an end? What do we need to focus on as a player if you're trying to play college basketball?
I mean, if I'm being honest, if you've done nothing, you're way behind the 8 ball. Like,
so what do you talk? Oh, just in general.
Like as of right now, like if you, let's say you're a junior or a senior right now and you're trying to play at the next level and you have done nothing towards that, you are way behind the 8 ball, in my opinion.
So when you say nothing, you're talking about like AAU, reach out to college. Like, what are you talking about?
Okay, let's put it to a scenario, right?
Okay.
I'm a kid. I just finished my junior year. I've been playing at my local whatever. We go to a couple Spooky Nook. We go to a couple tournaments here and there, whatever. But I'm not really on any of those tournaments. They might be in like the Made Hoop
circuit.
What's the one? Yeah. What's the one where they like mesh? It's like the you know how the girls call it the
selective events.
yeah, like the one where it's
Okay.
like independence and everybody
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
Zero
Cool.
gravity.
Yeah. So like I might be on one of those, you know what I'm saying? I'm a pretty solid high school kid. I'm probably averaging maybe like 13, 14. Like I'm probably the best player on my team.
Ethan.
And I want to play at the next level, right? If that's your scenario, I think you're behind the 8 ball. Because one, you should be reaching out to coaches, you should be reaching out to programs, you should be figuring out what type of school you're looking at, what type of school you can get into, who they have over there, what type of players do they have in here, what's the coach like, what connections does your current coach or AAU coach have? Maybe it's a trainer, what connections he has. If you're not already doing those things, you're behind because they're not, at least a little bit in our area, they're not really coming to grab you guys. They're not really coming to grab you guys. Don't get me wrong. Like some guys get a little bit of attention, a little bit of offer and interest, cool. But like for the most part, like yo, you gotta tighten up your bootstraps and you gotta do the work yourself. And there's nothing wrong with that, bro. You're the one who wants to play. This is your future. This is your passion. So put some effort towards it and go do something. So it's not just about like nobody's coming. No. What are you doing? What coach have you emailed? What tournament are you playing? What exposure thing are you going to that could get you something else? Like you can't be behind on your own future. Okay. It's yours. Mm-hmm. So given that, now you're like, oh well, I don't know what to do. Hello, welcome to the Basketballists. This is what you do. You know what I'm saying? You reach out to a trainer, you reach out to a coach, you reach out to a parent, you reach out to somebody that's done it before you. Let's say I'm at Notre Dame Fairfield at the time, prep now, and Shake Hoops. Oh, he went there. Like, what did you do? Okay, cool. Same thing. He told you. He watched. You said CJ? Who was it? That went to Putnam.
Danny.
Oh, Danny. Yeah, he watched Danny go to Putnam. He's like, oh shit, maybe I gotta go to Putnam. You know what I'm saying? Like, so just seeing something is like, okay, now let me find the information. Let me do what's it called. All the information is out there. Now, who you can trust, that's a different story, but you have to find the information for yourself, and it's important to start early. Now, it's not too late, but you are behind, so you got to play catch up.
Yeah, basketball is not equal opportunity. None of it is equal opportunity. You aren't going to have the same, say you're from a small, we always use Connecticut, say you're from small, whatever. Like Ralph said, you average 12 in the SEAC, normal high school league. You need to be, if you truly want to play college basketball, it should start by your sophomore year, but like you are behind a little bit, but hey, like maybe you could play catch up. You got to do some research and be emailing and reaching out yourself. Maybe go to your high school coach, I want to play college basketball. I want to play college basketball. If you just, this coach magically is going to pop up in my game. I'm going to have 20. I'm going to get an offer. This isn't High School Musical, bro.
No, bro. It's not my career. It's not 2K.
Yeah, like it's really not, bro. But like, I'm speaking from all this from experience. Like everyone growing up always told me, oh, if you're good, they will find you. And which in some cases, it is true. But even someone like Josh Charlotte goes to Notre Dame, 6-foot guard. I see Josh has talent. I built myself up to, hey, I have like people maybe trust my word. I said, bro, I'm reaching, like I know him. He has an advantage of knowing me, like not even saying putting myself in that situation, but he has an advantage of knowing me. I went to that school. That's a kid I'm seeing grow up. Whatever. Y'all should check out this kid. X team, this team, this team, this team, this school. Yeah. Now you building a little buzz for yourself. He has someone like me that he don't really got to be reaching out. But say he didn't have me. Say I didn't put that, and it was just like he was just out there hooping. Who really knows about you unless you're going to these places? Say he plays for bleep AAU team,
right?
And they go on this tournament. It's no coaches in the gym. Like how you gonna navigate? You, like Ralph said, bro, reach out to these coaches. Kids DM me all the time, bro. Go on. If you want to play college basketball, I know every kid don't want to play D3. So let's just say D2. Go on the NE10 website, look up every single school, St. Michael, St. Anselm, Southern, whatever school is in there,
Adelphi,
bro. Go to their
Assumption.
Adelphi, Assumption. Go on every single school website, bro. Every single school website. Roster, coaches. Under coaches, it will have every single coach's email.
Yup.
Email, type up, draft yourself an email. Have someone double check it. Have your English teacher double check it. Put your highlight tape attached to it. You don't have to change. Hello, coach. Blah blah blah. Email that to every single coach on there. Do that for every single team in that league, bro.
And you got to make sure you personalize it, though.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
each one.
That's why I said
be,
draft it up and then personalize it to that
to the
school.
You have to.
Hey, shoot your shot.
And you never know too, because like they put a bio that coach might be from your hometown. You didn't even know. Coach might have played with somebody your uncle or somebody. You never know.
Bro,
so like do your research and like they saying, like all that information is there for you. Nobody's hiding it. Nobody's hiding it.
So here's the issue with what I mean. This is all gold, right?
Great.
This is very important. So if you're watching this by this point, like kids, you need to really take a serious listen to our podcast. This is very important for you.
I know
guys.
Right before this we said not the general population. This is the general population.
This is regular. I play basketball. I just want to play again next year.
Yeah, I want to play. I have aspirations of playing in college.
Yeah, this is the issue with you guys, right? And I'm going through it as a coach at South Kent is we're giving the blueprint to our players. You have to fucking do the work.
That's it.
You can't just hope and pray somebody's gonna help you and find. You have to be very proactive in your stuff. You can't. We talked about this in our last game against Darrow. We said the issue with us. We watch film. We're reactive instead of being proactive. When you're reactive, you're behind. When you're proactive, you can properly prepare for a situation. Right. Or you can put yourself in a situation where it can help you win. So that's just a general rule in life where you can't just wait for somebody to do. You have to email these coaches. You have to do the research. You have to want to do these things or you're screwed. Because again, we always say it. This is the most talented basketball's been. This is the most competitive basketball has ever been. As you can see on the Division I side, if that's your goal, and we're not saying that don't dream big, but you have 24, 25, 26-year-olds coming back to take scholarships at the Division I level. So you have the biggest uphill battle to fight in the history of the game. So you got to make sure you are doing everything physically and mentally possible to give you that creative advantage. And again, I think just this false sense of security, you seeing shit on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, or YouTube, whatever it is, that this is how it is because this is one person's journey. His journey was different. His journey is different. My journey is different. Like your guys' journeys will be different, but you can't just expect it to be similar to somebody. There's little things you can pull from different people, but everybody's unique in their own way.
And I feel like we're always repeating ourselves on here. But like you got a window this big for basketball and to be good at basketball, right? Let's say you're in that situation where you're like, yeah, bro, like they're gonna come to me, trust, but like by my junior year it's gonna be it's up, bro. I'm telling you. Junior year, first game of the season, tear your shit. You did no reaching out. You did no contacting. You don't know how long this injury is gonna be. You don't know where you're playing in the summer. Next, you know, a whole year is gone, bro. And now you think you're gonna come back senior year, and they're gonna remember I was nice, and they're gonna give me all the stuff that I had before. Why would you think that?
Yeah, basketball.
Why would you think that?
Basketball is what did you do for me recently?
Bro, you have to be prepared.
It's super rare to get recruited your senior year. Like just off of your senior year. You gotta be like really like that, or
you have to
like
have a lot of connections.
You are in the right places, like exactly. But bro, it starts earlier, bro. It starts earlier. Say if they not on you earlier, get on them earlier. Like be on their body. Same thing. I think we could even transition like these kids. Like you just said, regular kid playing whatever high school team. Like we talked about this before, but like AAU season coming up.
Yeah,
like what am I doing? My big thing with the general population of kids this year is don't waste your time.
Man.
Like don't don't just go play in the tournament because you wanna play. You wanna
just play and get recognized by a local thing, like you want
Yeah.
to get on
The gear.
Twitter or whatever. Not even the gear.
It's
No,
just
it's
general
just
population.
just
not
again,
even the best kids.
Some people want
like just going to go.
Yeah.
You saying?
So like,
yeah.
again, so here's my thing, right? So again, everybody's situation's different, right? If I'm trying to, let's say not even try to get to college, but let's say I want to be the best high school player possible. You should always want to challenge yourself. You should always be like, all right, what's the best team? What team has a reputation for sending kids to school or has a reputation for developing players? And then you got to do your research. Like, again, you can find teams on social media. You can hit up a college or a high school coach. You can hit up people around, like, or you may have friends that are like, yo, you play for this organization. I'm thinking about coming over. Like, how's your experience? Like, are they developing you? Or are they just throwing the ball out? We play 5-on-5 pickup for practice and we go play. Like, all that stuff really matters.
I think when choosing an AAU team, and let's say you're a little late to the game, I feel like there's a couple things that are important, right? It's opportunity. So, like, how much am I going to play? How much of an opportunity do I have? And then I think it's resources, not like within the program itself. Like like we said, all things aren't created equal. But like as far as like, hey, this coach has a really good connection with these certain guys, or this coach has a lot of access to certain things that I need personally. And then 3 is, and it sounds crazy, but it's like the risk/reward. Like, is this worth it? You see what I'm saying? Like it could be a really good situation, right? And then it could provide really good resources for you, but it might be a really big risk. You know what I mean? Because like it could just be, I don't know, like, you know what I mean? It might work, it might not work. Like there's a lot of things that have to go right. Like, you know, it could just be in a situation where you don't really know. You know what I mean? You don't know anybody who's really been on there. You don't really know the guys too well. There's nobody that could give you really that information on it. It might just be a real risk that you're taking. So I think those are the 3 important things, because if you weigh those things out, you'll be able to have a successful AAU year, but then also a successful after it. And that's the more important thing.
I think the risk, you have to, like, nothing comes in life without risk, and you got to take that opportunity. So, example for me, right? Going back in wherever, right? You know, I was at West Hill. Like, I went to AITE. I went to West Hill. I played for West Hill because we didn't have a team at AITE. Had a solid year, whatever. Long story short, you know, almost got cut from West Hill, which is crazy, but we were pretty talented. Long story short, fast forward to spring season, right? I played Connecticut Flame, which was a local team, whatever. It's discontinued now, right? Following year, I get into St. Luke's last minute. Coach really saw me play and wanted me to come, but I didn't get into the school right away. I got in late, so I transferred in like a month into the school year. Was an uphill battle, but I saw there was a different level of basketball from West Hill in terms of coaching to that. Now, fast forward to the AAU season, I got better. I was like, I got to get out of Connecticut because it's not pushing me where I want to be. So my dad found this, at the time, New York Metrohawks, which was one of the top teams in the area. It was like Gauchos, Metrohawks, Riverside. This was before the shoe circuits were out. So I go there to this trial. My dad gets off of work early. I'm going to these trials. I'm like, I've never been through a workout tryout like this. I was like, yo, the amount of 17s I ran, the amount of full court ones we did, I was like, holy fuck, like, this is different. Like, but I loved it. Like, I was like, damn, like, yo, this is what I want. This is what I wanted in Connecticut. I make the team. Played in a couple tournaments, didn't really get too much time. And I was like, yo, fuck this. I'm out. Like, the whole point of playing is to play, like playing on a good team. So I just ended up training that whole summer. But go back to St. Luke's. I'm one of the best players in my class. I think we were Class C at the time, but I was one of the best players in Class C because of all that.
Right.
So I only bring that story up. It's just more so the fact, like, my dad and myself, my dad understood how much I wanted it, so we did the research to find an opportunity for me to better myself. It was trial and error. took a risk.
Yeah.
It didn't work out.
Do your research.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
But,
didn't
yeah,
work
I was
out.
about
But
to
even
say,
even still,
yeah.
you were better off for just
Do-
the little time
go-
that you spent there.
Going there.
I even think that risk factor, right? So let's bring it to like nowadays. We see a bunch of AAU teams promoting their tryout, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Promoting their tryout, probably $20, come try out. Like a lot of people say, yo, obviously on TikTok, people like, don't go try, bro. You're not gonna make it. You're not gonna make it. Who cares? I think sometimes you should go see that. Like you should go see where do you stack up against them. Say you was hooping and you magically don't make it, you could be like, oh, all right, like maybe I can hang. Because a lot of the top players on the top team, they probably won't be at the trial, but it's gonna be other good players there
Yeah.
pushing you.
The fringe players.
Yeah, because like, oh, they think boom, 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 boom. You never even know, bro. It could be another coach there. Maybe his son is there. Like, yo, I think you might be a good fit on this. Like, situations pop up from other situations all the time. Like maybe that plan A didn't work out. Somebody sees you. Oh, you should come play over here. Boom, boom, boom. Come see it out. Don't be afraid to test the waters, because coaches is gonna test the waters with you. That's what a tryout is.
And they might have two teams. Like I know Lightning does this.
Yeah,
Like in middle school, they're eighth grade.
Most teams,
they got
most teams nowadays is
team
gonna
one, team
have
two.
another team. Like
Yeah.
even like picking a circuit type of thing. You all want to play EYBL. You all want to play Adidas 3SSB. There's just so many different options. Like just make sure whatever team you on, you getting the most out of it. That's all I could really say about it. Like even if you on zero gravity circuit,
Or
made hoop
hoops,
circuit,
hoop
like
group.
everybody got a circuit,
Yeah.
whatever, hoop group circuit. Just make sure you on a team. Maybe y'all need to be winning, because I think that was people all say, oh, they don't care about AAU winning. When I look at hoop group in the summer, hoop group July, what's it called? Live period.
Yep.
May hoops live period. I always see 3 or 4 kids. Oh, thank you Fairfield for this offer. Thank you St. Peter's for this offer. Like, yeah, bro.
There's
Okay.
talent.
Calipari isn't there, bro. Okay.
See, but you know what's crazy though? I don't even think sometimes we're talking about that, because I think that's like progressing
that's up
towards.
there too. I'm
just
saying, like, put yourself on a platform where like
You can
somebody
get-
gonna be there.
Yeah.
College.
Like at least get some, like you got nothing. You have nothing. Say you have nothing.
I'll go.
Nobody looking at you.
I'd go hoop group. I mean, personally.
Go hoop group. Maybe a D3 school gonna hit you up. Get a few
Yeah,
D3s. Get a few D3s. Say you have no interest in going D3. You might not even want to go hoop at D3. Like if you don't know, I get it. Whatever. Like if you don't know, you might not want to go hoop at D3. Build something. So then say a D2 do come. Oh, this school's looking at me. Like you're not magically gonna get Calipari, bro.
the
It's
hardest
not happening.
the hardest one to
let's
get.
be
is-
real.
Yeah.
The hardest one to get is the first one. The hardest one to get is the first one, because once you get the first one, then other schools will be like, okay, he has an offer from here. Then you might get a second one, third one, fourth one. Like it's almost to the point where it's like we we talked about the restaurants, right? Like on TikTok. I'm not about to just go to a restaurant if nobody said nothing about it. Like if I hear about a restaurant, I'm probably typing
Yeah,
it
you
in
gonna
like,
look it up. You gonna do
yo,
your research.
yo, what? And if I see
exactly.
5, what's it called, with some ring lights, I'm like, okay, hold on. It might be the one, but that's the same thing, right? If a coach is looking at you, he's going to your profile, your page, and he sees, okay, offer from here. Okay, let's see what they saw. You know what I mean? Like it's a benchmark.
Yep.
It's a badge. Like you get to wear that. Like, okay, somebody offered me. Now another school could say, okay, let's see why they offered him. What did they see? What do I see? They can compare and contrast in that way. And to transition a little bit, we talked about, like putting yourself in the best possible situation. A video that I thoroughly enjoyed was Elijah Arenas, and watching Gil at USC hire 6 dudes. Well, I don't know if he hired them, but like he had 6 dudes guarding Elijah on the get back to coming back. And we talked about him in high school and how he stayed, being that guy on the main team, and like dudes sending triple teams and all that other stuff, and Gilbert preparing him for basically this. He played his first 5 games, and I think it was yesterday.
Last night he had 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, last night he had a really good game.
And it looks exactly how it was looking in high school, at least from that last game. And he played his first 5 games. Like, how do y'all feel about this? And I want to say USC is down and out, but they've taken some losses and they're probably not where they want to be. But
They had a lot of injuries.
right, so now you're getting back Elijah, and he's starting to play well.
Yeah.
Like what? How y'all feeling?
So I just want to go back to it's always a jump, right? Whether he was going to be part of that crazy freshman class,
Mhm.
but obviously coming off a serious injury as he did is going to be adjustment. So obviously the first couple games were rough.
Mm-hmm.
But that's because one, there's
He
rust,
doesn't play yet.
and then two, you have to adjust to the speed of the game, like get your feel back, and then I think once he gets into the groove of things. Let's say they have a run in the Big 12 or what are they in?
Yeah, they Big 12.
Big 12. Let's say they
Or-
have a run in the Big. Is it
Are they Big 12 or Big 10?
One or the other.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. Same, almost as all the same. But long story short, he plays. The more reps he gets, shit's gonna look like he was a talent anyway.
Yeah.
He's a 6'6" version of his dad. Like, what are we talking about? Like that's hard to guard. You know what I'm saying? So like. Once he gets into the flow, I think he's a difference maker. And then it's just going to be, obviously you can't just be one guy, as we've seen with AJ and we've seen with DP. Yeah, they are the main people, but if you don't have a strong supporting cast, you can't win in today's game. So I think it's going to be good for him when he gets into the flow.
Definitely need a flow. People think like I remember when Bronny had got hurt, he came back. It wasn't hooping. It's like, bro, he almost died a few months ago.
Yeah.
But you basketball is such a rhythm thing. Like I think he got hurt beginning of the summer or something, if I'm not mistaken. And then that was off of the car accident shit too.
Yeah, that was the car. Yeah.
So then he ended up hurting his knee. Then I remember he was wheeling around in practice. Like you can't really do nothing, bro. Like basketball is such a rhythm, especially when everybody else is playing basketball every single day, getting up shots every single day, and then you got to work that much harder to get back. It just shows that his talent is gonna shine through. I know it's gonna be a small sample size compared to the rest, but hopefully it ends up great. But it made me think of this. It's kind of like not a funny topic, but so we always hear people, "Oh, basketball is not a trench baby sport. Only rich kids, only NBA kids." And are we like surprised that it is that? Because hear me out, right? So say a kid is 18 years old right now. So what year are they born? That's 2008.
2008.
Yeah,
2008.
about to be 18.
Say their dad was 30 when they had them. So what's that? 90
Like 48.
2008 98 88 78. He was born in 78.
Okay.
Dad was born in 78. His parents they was 30 years old. Rewind that. There weren't no NBA players back then. There weren't like literally actually speaking, there were only a few. Let's just talk about black. There were only a few black NBA players.
Mm-hmm.
They were working at their parents were working at factories. Segregation. Like this is like
salt mills and shit.
like this is like real.
Some people in the South were still picking cotton. Like
these are like real. Yeah. This is like a real timeline. Like their parents weren't doing that. Okay, say that guy ended. He saw his parents doing that. Whatever. He ended up in the NBA. Oh yeah, his son's gonna have a better opportunity to get to the NBA. That's their talent.
Yeah.
Just like if my dad owned a button factory or something and he taught me the business of buttoning, I have a better chance of going to run that business. Duh.
Yeah.
It's literally a timeline. There's no more trench babies. Their parents were in the trenches. I worked to get them out
of the trenches. Yeah.
Like I gotta make my son a trench baby because you saw me come up like that. But it's like
the issue, to your point, is I think people got accustomed to that story in the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s.
Yeah, it's a different. That's what I'm saying. You gotta evolve the mind because even if you say if that 30-year-old with the kid born in 2008 never even made it to an NBA, he was seeing a different type of NBA or sports that other generation had seen. Most of those other people's parents never even played sports or seen sports.
Not my GOAT, but one of the GOATs, Michael Jordan's parents. Two hardworking parents in North Carolina.
Right. Yeah, I think people equate single household and trench baby
to
hard work.
Yeah.
When you can have a two-parent
You could
household
work
and
hard,
still
yeah.
and still work hard. Like, I think that's why they're like, oh, the kids are soft and they not this. It's like you just
and
they just don't have the trauma that we
and-
got. Like,
yeah,
it's
and
it's
it-
okay.
I think it's literally just different
there's
types
yeah,
of
there's
growing
nothing
up.
wrong with it.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I love that for them. Like, that's
Yeah.
you gotta
Like, that's actually better.
Yeah. But here's the thing with this. Even though that's there, right? You provided a different type of life that you wanted to, that you didn't go through as a parent. You can still instill the values that you
Yeah.
learned,
Yeah.
that your family learned to get to that point, right? Like, again, I'm middle class family in Connecticut. My dad was when I was born. My dad was a CVS worker. My dad was adopted in the '60s, right? My mom's an immigrant from Trinidad and Tobago. They came here and they built. It had 3 kids, me and my brothers. We lived in a nice home. Like,
Right.
we got a chance to go to a private school for better education and all these things that they didn't have. My dad went back to school. My dad was working 2 jobs and went back to school to provide for me and my brother.
Yeah, it's like everybody want my mom was on crack and my dad wasn't here. Like, bro, it's okay.
That's
it's
my
okay.
thing.
It's okay
Like,
not to have
Yo,
that,
that
bro.
is my
Like,
thing. Like, what? Like,
it's okay not to
like,
have that.
like even the term like, oh, trench baby.
It
like,
has a bad connotation to
Yeah,
it.
like-
Just why
like-
we gotta say it like that?
And
Right.
everybody look, and it, okay, it's a little bit too, because of the stigma that it has. Everybody wants to be that, and I get it, right? You don't want to seem soft. You want to seem hard. I get it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? You want to be tough, whatever, blah blah. Bro, it's okay to know that you have a mom and dad that loves you, bro. Like, there's actually nothing wrong with that.
I feel like we speaking from mad trauma when
Like,
that topic
there's
come
actually
up, bro.
no problem. Like one of the funniest stories, like one kid was saying, like, he kept telling kids, like, yeah, you know, I'm from the trenches, bro, blah blah blah. And I guess they had went to a workout or what's it called, so like the coach was dropping them home, and so they pulled up and they seen hoop in the driveway, garage, a 2-story house. They said, wait, I thought you said you lived in the trenches. He was like, chill. And it's like, bro, it's okay. Like,
Yeah, it's
you
all
don't need to
good.
say that. You don't need to say that, bro.
We were talking about Elijah right now, but Gilbert said it best on his pod. He was like, yeah, you could, there's two things right now. Like, you can, like, he provided for, obviously, for his family, his kids, and they didn't have to go through what he went through. But he instilled that work ethic and love for the game.
You can still work without having trauma.
To make this shit happen. Like, that's
Like,
what he wants.
That's what I'm saying. I know
It's
we
something he
speaking
wants.
from trauma, and there is kids still from the hood. Like I see it. I live in New York, bro. A lot of these kids are still
in that,
and taking the train to this, or getting like they need a ride. This, like, they feel me. They make, especially a New York kid, they making it go how they gotta do. But like, I don't think it's wrong for, oh yeah, my dad was an NBA player. Of course, I have a good chance of being at the NBA.
I mean, I think that's just natural.
That's
like,
just not like
now. Obviously, there's gonna be some special treatment that comes with that.
Of course.
I mean, rightfully fucking so. My
Yeah,
dad
like,
worked his fucking ass off to get to the NBA.
Yeah,
And
like, that
guess
was-
what? I'm gonna bear the fruit of his
Again, we
fucking
talk-
hard
but
work.
then
That's
we-
what it is.
Like,
Yeah,
I
they
don't
were-
think it has to equate. Like, I was in the trenches, I made it. My son has to go back to the trenches. That's like
That's
that. I mean, I failed the little nigga if I do that.
Exactly. So that's what my thing is. Like,
Yeah.
again, when let's not even relate it to sports. If let's say my dad runs a fucking multi-million-dollar company, it's just natural that
Why wouldn't I be in the
Yeah,
company?
like,
try
I'm
to
gonna pick up, like, it's natural. I'm gonna be around him and pick up some traits that helped him get to that $1 million company.
And I don't even have to go into that company. Maybe I do my own company, but I learn how to do it from him. Yo, that's like saying, yeah, my dad has a $1 billion company, but I'm gonna just go work at the Target and then I'm gonna figure it out from there. It's like,
yeah, right.
e-
Like, I
we
mean,
do, honestly, we see that happen. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes you might not
You
want to
want-
follow your parents' path. Like,
Right.
sometimes
Yeah.
you might want to fuck it, bro. I don't even want to do that. But he did probably give you those tools to, hey, yo, here.
you want to,
like,
it's up to you to use. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's up to you to use them. But it's like,
everyone's their own.
it wouldn't make
individual at the end of the day.
sense.
Yeah.
In my head, it wouldn't make sense. It's
Yeah.
like, bro, like,
Nah, yeah, I
if
thought
you're
that was
given
interesting.
if you're
Yeah.
given these extra opportunities, these extra resources, use them.
Yeah.
Use them. That's what they're there for.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they're there for.
So I want to transition. So we were talking about all, like, before that whole conversation, and obviously it led from AAU to playing and stuff. But let's talk about, like, a higher level kid, right? And situation. So here's the other thing. Like, again, we're going to combine two things here. Talk about AAU. Like, I'm a fringe scholarship kid. Like, I'm killing on an independent circuit or whatever, or even I'm on the bench of a circuit team. And then I'm also looking at maybe going to a prep school or a more nationally recognized school. Like, we're right now, you're right here in the season. Like, we're getting to the end of the year. I'm doing really well at my public school or Catholic school, wherever I'm at. I feel like I need a little bit more. What do you think my process would be right now?
For
as a
AAU
we're talking
or
about
school?
So what level
Both.
kid are we talking about? Like a
With-
mid-major?
Well, we said fringe Division I kid. Like,
Fringe
he's
Division
right
I.
there. Maybe he's got interest. He doesn't have offers, but he's got
Got
interest.
interest.
So what do
I
you think? Our next step?
every time we talk about this, so many different intangibles go into it.
Well,
'Cause
yeah, I know.
Say he's a 6'9", lanky. It's different, right? It's
Yeah.
just different
Yeah.
compared to like somebody that's 6 foot. That I think, oh, maybe you need to go play against those other top guards and learn how to guard the 6'4" point guard.
Mhm.
But someone that's 6'9" has all the intangibles, maybe like they could get better. You might could, all right, let me Mac right here, then AAU, I'm gonna get right. Like they're gonna come. You 6'9", that's when they'll come find you.
Yeah.
That's
It's such a different situation.
So yeah, let's talk about like the general
6'5" and under.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
go 6'5", 6'4" down. Like guys that are like,
Yeah.
you know, they're right there. They got some size and length to
Yeah.
them.
I
They
think
may
you
be
gotta
able to-
really weigh your pros and cons of the journey you're about to pick, right? So like McDonald's All-American came out, like 14 kids are at public schools and playing for state championships. Like maybe you're not McDonald's level, but maybe you need to go see more talent and get more exposed to more talent and put yourself on a platform. Or is your college coach connected to get? I mean, is your high school coach connected to get you to talk to colleges? Is your AAU coach connected to get you to talk to colleges? Are y'all playing in front of colleges? Like I think you really need to figure those things out, or trial and error. Like maybe you need to leave if. Say 10 prep schools are coming to talk to you, like they're on your body. I'm not saying they hit you up once, they on your body, yo, we really want you to come here. Maybe you should realize like, oh yeah, I think I have a good opportunity with one of these. Like really, really go and assess that situation. Same thing with AAU. This coach wants you to come play. This coach wants you to come play. You're loyal to your soil. Maybe you grew up with a team, but you played your freshman year. You played your sophomore year. Now you're going to junior year, summer. It's like no coaches was really on us that whole summer. But you're on your phone all day, bro. You probably seen a few kids go wherever over here. If he's on your body, maybe it sounds good. That could be you. He might be finessing you, but not really. If you go and hoop, you'll be all right. But you might gotta really assess that. Like, yo, I gotta make a decision for myself.
I think first things first, you need to hold the people that are in your life accountable first. So my coach, my high school coach, you go to your high school coach, say, hey, coach, I feel like I'm having a great year and I'm not really getting any buzz. Like, what is your pool? What's your connections? Can you reach out to somebody? Like, who do you know that could either come watch me or recommend me to somebody? Like, I need your help, right? Then AAU coach, hey, I've been with you for 3 years in the program. You know what I mean? I was getting to a point where I feel like I should be on top of my next level stuff. Can you reach out to somebody? Can somebody come see me play? Like where am I at, or what do I need to do in order to get on these certain radars? Or hey mom, I'm thinking I should be getting something soon. Maybe it might be time for a change. I don't know yet. I want to start moving in a certain directions because I don't feel like I'm going just quite where I need to go yet. All those three are exacerbated. It's time to make a decision to go somewhere else. If your coach doesn't have what you need, you got to go. If your AAU coach doesn't have what you need to go. If your parents don't know where to go, you need to go somewhere else. So you have to at the least ask your circle first.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yo, I need this. Like who can help me out? You know what I mean? Because I feel like sometimes the decision is the shiny object where it's like, oh, yeah, no. Like, they saying they could do this for me over here, blah, blah. The whole time, like, because you didn't take the time to say, hey, like, what do I have here? You don't know what someone could have got you. Or you don't know. Because, at the end of the day, right? Coach has a wife, coach has kids, coach has family. Like, he's in his head too. He's doing a bunch of different stuff. It's only until you make the first step, you make the interest, where he's like, oh, okay, yeah, no, I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me go reach out to what's it called? That there was a lot going on. And then stay on top of it. Don't just let him say, oh, yeah, no, I got you. Oh, don't worry, we're gonna what's it called?
No,
right?
Especially being an adult, right? Like, adults aren't mind readers. Like,
no.
Like, I know as a kid, it might be a pressure situation or be like, damn, I don't want to even bother him. Like, I want to.
You have to.
Like, bro, like, it doesn't hurt to go ask, especially as a kid. 9 times out of 10, if he's your coach and he's dubbing you off rip, that's get the writings on the wall right there. Skate. Go to your coach, bro. Be like, bro, coach. Like we said, fringe D1. So if you're at a public school, you fringe D1, you probably averaging 20 in high school.
Yeah.
At least 15. Like, you are one of the best players in your county or whatever. So I feel like as the best player, your coach at least owes you that. At least owes you a conversation. Coach, this is where I'm trying to go. This is where, and be realistic with it. Be realistic. I know you all want to go play for Kyle in Kansas. Be realistic. Oh, I have I heard from this low major. Like, they have talked to me before. Like you said, fringe, the fringe D1. Coach, how do I turn this into an offer?
And not only that, like, you need to be involved with it. It's not like I know they're the adult and you're the kid, but like, he's not playing.
It's
you
your
are.
future.
Yeah, like, you don't just let him say, yeah, I'll talk to what's it called. No, say, hey, coach, can we talk to so and so? You know what I mean? Like, yes, you reach out to them, but then once you make the contact, can we talk to him? Because I could tell you, yeah, bro. I got Cal on the phone yesterday. Like, he coming to fly out, bro. Don't even worry. Like, you good.
Yeah,
that's all. That's all bullshit.
So an example, like, again, this is something that I heard through a grapevine from one of the players at South Kent. This was not this year, last year or 2 years ago, where the kid was in the office with Chills, and he was trying to recruit a kid, and he pulled out his phone and called. I forgot what school it was. It was a high major head coach.
Mm-hmm.
Got him on the phone talking and like, yeah, and then like obviously it was a short conversation, but it was kind of like a flex to show like, hey, like these are the kind of connections I have.
Right. We have.
This is what you would be if you come here. This is what you'll have access to if you play to a standard. Right. So I think, again, like your point saying is you should be there for a couple of those conversations, right? So you said not seeing is believing, but like, yeah, seeing is believing. Like, you don't want to get lip service. You don't want them to just say these words and just because you're again, time is the most valuable thing. Basketball is a short window to make something happen. So I think it's very important, like you said, you just got to be in those conversations and you got to be proactive with it because you just don't want to rely.
You never know if you don't bring it up.
Yeah, exactly. And so, again, this goes forward to that. We were talking about, like, maybe switching AAU teams. Like, what does AAU loyalty look like in today's game? Like, because let's say just like the college game, again, now we're starting to go to the higher levels. Like, we see college kids going, obviously, transported to a better situation or more money. How do you guys feel like the loyalty situation is on the shoe circuit teams? Like, I just saw, again, one example is like DJ Hawkins from St. Thomas More left Expressions. He's going to BABC. And he just picked up what offer he picked up?
West Virginia, I think.
Yeah, he picked up West Virginia. Is that coincidence though? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't think so.
Jenkins, but what I'm saying is that's a connection. So, like, what do you think about the loyalty aspect to AAU, or you have to make the move? That's, again, it's that's our phrase. It's situational. But what do you feel? How do you feel about it?
I think it's you gotta look at it like a marriage or a partnership, not even a marriage, partnership. What are you getting out of that AAU program? Because your coach is looking to get something out of you. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Let's be real. You're not producing. We're talking about high level. We're not talking about that mom pop ball shit.
No.
EYBL that's the highest of the highest. Oh, shout out. I'm glad you brought that up because it played in my head. Shout out Coach Snoop from Lightning. Put up a post. He said, "Parents, AAU season is rolling around." I screenshotted it. We could put it in the thing. He said, parents, AAU season is rolling around. Just because your kid played 15s, don't make him a 16U player. Just because he was on 15U EYBL last year, don't mean he could go play 16s. And just because he was on 16s, don't mean he could go play 17s. 17s is a way different animal than 16s. 17s, it got all the best players. all the
It's
big.
the
Every
gold
team got
gold
the bigs,
standard.
the
Yep.
7-footers, 16s. I've seen 16s and 15s. They might not have no bigs. Like it's just.
And sometimes it's a different style too.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know, or and when I say style, like I strictly mean just how the kids are getting coached. Like for example, Lightning, Charles. Charles is a way different coach than Brandon is for the 8th grade. So some of those 8th graders, when you move on to the 15s,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, yo, this is a completely different way. Like Rob, shout out Rob. Rob on 8th grade was coming off the bench. Rob go to 15s, Rob starts because Charles plays a certain way and has a certain level of accountability that he wants, and he feels like Rob is for the starting lineup. Now you may feel like, yo, I'm better, but it's like no.
Yeah.
Like you can go to a situation where certain styles or certain kids start over other kids because of one thing or what the team needs.
And
You see what I'm saying? Because this is a different level. Like you said, like there's some programs that don't have middle school. There's some, so like what you thinking in 8th grade, you think, oh yeah, we just gonna be on the 5th. It's the same team. We're just gonna go to the next level. That's not how that works. And then 15 and 16, 16 and 17.
I know they're broken up now, but when it was New Heights Lightning,
right?
They had Lightning AAU and New Heights AAU. Then when it came to time to be 15U, that's where the head button started.
Right.
But like they had to pick the top of the top. Of course, Lightning had kids, New Heights have kids. Lightning had kids and New Heights had kids. So they're trying to get their own kids, of course. But at the end of the day, you gotta pick the best of the best.
Mm-hmm.
And that, my coach always says it's a pyramid. You start down here, everybody play. Once you get to the higher levels, that shit gets slim, bro.
Super.
But like I think we got a little off track. Same topic, but as a kid, like you gotta really assess shit like that though. Like maybe Josiah Jervis. Josiah Jervis played PSA.
Yeah.
Well, started Wiz Kids, I think.
Yeah.
Then I think for a better opportunity, I'm gonna go play PSA. 15, 16s, PSA. PSAs they were really good. Mingo, it would have been him, Mingo, the twins, really good. Makes that switch. I think Renz might be better for me this year. Ends up working out. They go to the Peach Jam Championship. He the best player on the team.
Yeah. Anderson, another one on that team.
Yeah, Anderson bumped up. Like I'm gonna go play 17s. Like pick the situation for him. Jordan Skyers. Jordan was a Lightning kid through and through. Went and had a good year for Renz. But it worked out for him. Like it might work out, it might not. We've seen situations where it don't work out for some kids. Like. But hey, bro, like we said, short window, you gotta do what's best for you.
Yeah.
But I agree with you with a point you said before. A lot of the times, these kids that are transferring schools and leaving AAU teams, we see the same situation in college, different college every year.
Yeah.
Like I kind of, now that I'm in it,
you see it a little bit, right? What I'm saying?
Early, you said, I forgot who you said that.
We were talking about Dior.
Yeah, you said once you see it in high, like they're gonna do it in college too.
Yeah.
And it's only because it becomes a habit.
Yeah.
Like once something becomes like your nature, it's like, oh, okay, nah, I'm out.
Yeah.
And then you're like, nah, I'm out. But then also too, now you have that stigma. Now it's like, oh, nah, we're not really fucking. Go ahead, bro. You could just leave, bro. You could just leave. We're not even tripping over you, bro. You could just go ahead and leave. And then now you go from here to here to here to here to here, and you never really find your group, your clique.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like Skyers, for example, right? Lightning kid through and through. It's okay to move on, right? This place did what it needed to do. You never know what conversations were had where it's like, hey, I really want to do this, and they're like, hey, listen, like, we love you. We had you here. We wanted to develop you, or we developed you to this point. But if you need to get to a certain point that you feel like we can't do for you, hey man, we'll shake your hand and let you go.
Even him leaving OSL, like it's like I've talked to Pete about it. It's no bad blood between them at all.
No,
it's no bad blood. Like I love you to death still, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's a decision you gotta make.
I even help
for your
you.
career.
Yeah.
Like go ahead and do that. Like he called him and Espo talk. Like they got a relationship too. Like I ain't. Some people think a lot of coaches are slime, but a lot of coaches will like, yo, this is
so-and-so's reaching out to me.
Reaching out.
Yeah.
Like, I want to. Okay, it's cool. Like I
courtesy.
love him to death still, but like he might want to go better his situation or what he thinks is better.
And not only that too, like on a coach standpoint, yo, I would feel honored that somebody want to come grab the players that I've developed or the players that have come through me and have a pedigree of being a.
Depends how you going about
Yeah.
it.
No.
I mean,
I really do though.
again,
If
it's
like I'm
yeah,
talking,
okay.
I'm talking like. I wouldn't say next level, right? But I'm talking like a higher level or a different level, like OSL to prep school. Those are two different styles.
But
Different.
OSL
What's
to
it called?
Putnam, I would say that same level.
Yeah, same level, but like two different styles.
Yeah.
right.
The style is important.
Styles
OTE
and
to NEP. They
Yeah,
Putnam
yeah.
not NEPSEC, but they and what's that? What's the shit y'all playing?
the
NBE, yeah.
NEBL.
Yeah.
Right. So for me, like it's like okay, like nah, that's an honor that you're considering a guy that
Yeah.
I've had here for a while to go play in that because those are a bunch of high level kids as well.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I'm not talking like sideways. I'm more talking like
Yeah.
from different leagues or whatever. But I think you got to have some sort of like I don't want to say confidence, but it's like bro, like if somebody's coming to ask about your player, like I feel like if you've done the work, you're doing something right. You're doing something right. You shouldn't feel like overprotective or overbearing over him just because it's like, oh, that's my guy. Nah, don't come over. Or telling him he could have got a better offer if he stayed here. Like that's just hating
And
shit.
again, this is an example of college game. This player, I mean, there's select players that we talk about that you guys could figure out. But I had a talk with a coach yesterday and asked me, like, do you think this kid was going to be transferring? I was like, honestly, like, it's come across, his thoughts, but like right now he's trying to finish the season out and finish strong. He goes, look, this is nothing new at this point, right? Like this is what the ecosystem is right now. It's like if your kid's looking to leave because they're playing pretty good, like that's just what it is.
Yeah.
Like there's no hard feelings. Like I feel like we held up our end of the bargain. We would love to have him back, and if he decides to leave, that's there's no hard feelings. But like that would only help us figure out if we have to recruit somebody.
Do we have to go get somebody else?
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
no time to cry over spilled milk.
Yeah, exactly. So like again, like that's the environment we're in now. So that's the college. So I would assume like it's not that there's no. I guess there's not that there's no loyalty, but it's just like they got to figure out the player and the family have to figure out. What's
But I also don't feel like nobody should be vindictive or like. Shortcoming because of it.
That's
like,
the issue.
If you know what the environment is, like you just have to deal with that. Like you can't just be sitting here angry grandpa and yelling and screaming and shit.
Then that issue becomes like then people are over like there's no one reason why they wouldn't reach out. There's somebody in the camp is reaching out to other people on their behalf, and then obviously word will get back. But like it's just like. I'll just have the conversation. I think a person can respect it more when it's up front and like, hey, like, this is where we're at. Like, I just want to be real with you. I respect and love for you. We gotta look at something because we feel like we're not optimizing our situation, our potential.
I think we gotta talk a little bit like about the high school season going on. It's about to come to an end. I know prep school playoffs about to come, and all that. But we seen OTE awards. Y'all seen that?
It was on my TikTok live last night when I saw.
So I don't. Yeah. So I know shout out to people at OTE. They've been showing us a lot of love. So shout out them. So I know I've been in media forever. I've worked for Overtime. I know some of it could just be for the camera. So I don't know if some of the kids were actually walking out at the time. So Isaac Ellis wins MVP, leads the league in scoring, I think, and assists, and has broke crazy records or something, I think. Wins MVP. So I'm gonna preface this by saying I don't know what actually happened. It could have just been cut up to look like they was leaving at that time. Yeah. But if those kids, I know, bro, I'm cool with most of those kids that did it. If those kids is walking out, bro, y'all don't need to act like that, bro. Like I get Overtime, is a show. I bet it's gonna look great on the Amazon Prime show. I bet it's gonna look good, but y'all don't need to act like that. Because if you was let's just say college basketball don't really, they do awards, but it's not like the Heisman.
It's not like that.
Say someone lost the Heisman and you get up and walk out.
Just walk out.
Like, come on, bro.
Him and his whole family just walk out.
It's okay. Like I know y'all want your mans to win. I know all that wants to happen, but it just doesn't, maybe I'm an old head in this situation. It don't look good. And I think I don't know what their coaches would do, but just go win the championship, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Just go win, beat them.
just have I say again,
Who gives a fuck?
Like you said, I think it might just be a thing for just build up drama and like it's entertaining. Like again, they get a lot of their stuff off of those things.
Like that's what I said.
It's
Like
marketing.
I 1000% wouldn't be surprised if people were just leaving at a certain point and they cut it up to look like everyone was leaving. I would not be surprised. I didn't watch the full thing.
Yeah.
I seen the clip.
I
But
just
bro,
saw
come
them
on,
walk
dog.
out. Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, whether it's
Because
editing,
y'all would be tight if they did that to you,
bro. Whether
Yeah.
it was editing or if it was real, bro, that shit's not cool. I ain't gonna lie. Like it like there's a certain level of respect we gotta have
for the game.
for the game itself. Like, bro, like not for nothing. Like we felt like Abdul got snubbed, but guess what? We still sat here and said, "Yo, everybody on that list
Yeah,
is still a
congrats.
hell of
Hell
a
yeah.
fucking ball player." Because it's
that's a
true.
big accomplishment.
We
no
not
matter
sitting on
what.
it. We not sitting there saying like, "No, this dude stink." This dude, no, because
Yeah.
bro, everybody got to play. Everybody got to put the ball in the hoop, bro. So it's like watching, like I said, whether it was cut up or edited, like that's not how they. This is a reason why people have such bad connotations with that league because
Yeah.
they're seeing certain things that are taboo and not
Yeah.
liked or certain things that they feel like are immature and childish. And it's like, if it's true, right? This is the same thing as seeing a guy pouting for not getting the ball or
Which we
or
saw
complaining
last year.
or bad body language or moving from team to team. Like, bro, these are certain things that's like I said, they're gonna keep adding up and trickle down. It's gonna become in your nature to just do goofy shit like
Yeah,
that.
like-
it becomes a train.
that's what I'm saying,
That's
like,
what I'm
y'all
saying.
are-
You start
Like-
feeling like that.
So with OTE, I've come on here and praised OTE, bro. Like I've been there. I know kids that went there. You could really go there and lock in. If you one of the best players in the country, I
Yeah,
think
bro.
that is one of the best routes you go choose to go get better.
For
But
sure.
we also have seen on the flip side, kids come from there and don't translate to college.
Hell yeah.
They get places to college, but you kind of they was letting you kind of do whatever for the show. I get it, bro. I work in the media, bro. I get it. Like
Yeah, I'm
over-
all for it.
I
I'm
get
all
it, bro.
for
Like I know how it go. Like that's probably doing amazing on
Numbers.
social right now. It's gonna look amazing in the show. I'm just saying, y'all are all talented. Most of the kids that walked out is gonna going to D1, all these high majors. They do what they gotta do. You're gonna get your NIL bag. I'm just saying, don't come on.
And-
Like
and
it's
Lose-
like,
another
like,
thing
I don't think that should be like that's like just a trait, like you said.
Right.
Like that's like that kind of says some like I think it's just it's disrespectful.
but it's your digital footprint too.
He ain't say I just changed I just went in
Yeah.
and changed the ballot. Like
Yeah.
that didn't happen.
Yeah, like it's your digital footprint, right? So whether it was real or whether it was fake, right?
It's on the internet.
It's on the internet. And for me, if it was cut up, and
That's what I'm
that
saying.
really didn't happen, I'm gonna be the first one to get out my phone and be like, yo, I'm not cool with that. I didn't walk out. They put it
Yeah.
together like that because
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if it was cut up or
yeah.
not.
Now, if it really did happen, like your digital footprint is important, bro, because I don't think no one's gonna pull an offer for that, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, like
someone
they're-
could look
yeah.
at you. Someone could look at you and be like, "Oh, he's that type of kid." Like
that's
they could
the
just show you
issue.
that one video.
That's what I'm
like,
saying.
First
That-
impression,
yeah.
right? If this is my
Yeah.
first impression of you, that's a terrible fucking
what I'm
first
saying.
impression.
I didn't
most
know
of those
I didn't know
kids-
the kids when I saw them walk
That's
out.
what I'm
But
saying.
they
Most of
saw-
those
they were smiling.
most of those kids is gonna be valid. Like
Yeah.
y'all are mad talented. You're gonna get away with being talented. But a few of y'all probably didn't even want to walk out, bro. Y'all probably was like, oh yeah, let me.
just-
my team is walking out,
yeah,
but you don't
bro,
even
like,
you don't even
come on,
care.
man.
You don't even care like that. But then I'm just saying it don't really look that good. Like whatever y'all
It looks
did it,
terrible.
whatever. I get it. It's gonna be fire for the show. I don't like I wouldn't be surprised if it was cut up that way. Like, but
I hope it was. If I'm being honest, I
Yeah,
hope
I
it
hope,
was.
like-
Because then I just gotta talk to the editor.
But like, that's what I'm saying. Like I get what overtime is doing, but Isaac Ellis and his dad went on the stage and was like, "Oh, these dudes walked out." Like, I think that's disrespectful. So I think a little bit somebody actually walked out
Yeah.
during it.
I mean,
don't
again,
know.
I think like to that point, it's just more so it's like I get the clicks thing and whatever, but like it's just again it goes back to having some integrity to the game.
Like,
you
you
know what
wouldn't-
I'm saying?
If you was in the NBA,
Like, yeah,
if
like,
you was in
it's-
the NBA and they was they don't do the award show no more, right? I think they
No,
announced
but
it.
they
Then
do
do the
the
awards.
MVP. Yeah, they
Yeah.
announced it.
But
in
I remember,
MVP.
Or the ESPYs or whatever. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I
okay,
mean?
but
Where
okay,
niggas sit
say-
down.
yeah, say you win in a Grammy or Like, come on, bro. You in the NBA and you was on the stage for MVP. You wouldn't do that.
You know
But
what I would have rather? I would have
Kanye
rather
was
Kanye. I would have rather a Kanye. Yo, I feel like
I think Adam should have won MVP.
Yeah, I would have rather
Imagine Anderson.
bro.
I think Adam should have won MVP.
I think that would have been way better.
And I think it would have been funny.
It would have been
fun. I think it would have been funny.
No, that shit would be bad too.
No.
It would have been funny.
Listen.
That's what they think about this. It's funny.
No, but listen though. It's definitely still disrespectful, right? Because you gotta give a nigga his praise when he earned it.
Yeah,
but I could understand like advocating like, nah, come on, man. I think what's it called one like straight like that. But walking out
after y'all whoop they ass in the playoffs, and then Tom comes up to you with the glasses, or Pat Wavy comes up to you and interviews you, say, "Oh yeah, he was the real MVP."
Yeah.
That's why we bust they ass. Do it in that fashion.
Bro.
Who cares at the award show, bro?
And then not only that, it's like
I agree. That's the best. That's the best way to go about
beat
it.
they ass. Y'all got the
And
playoffs
I
coming
don't-
up. Beat they ass. Y'all do. It's overtime. Y'all do post game interviews. Y'all get interviewed at the foul
Bro,
line
yeah,
during
like-
big bonus. Y'all get interviewed, and when you check out the game, say it during that.
And I also don't
do it during
I also
that.
I don't know how the order went, like on how they're announcing it, but like imagine shout out Yandel. Yandel won DPOY. What if he's getting DPOY right after that, and y'all just walked out? It kind of feel like a.
Yeah,
it kinda,
was it the end?
No,
Were you watching
That's
it?
what I'm saying. It feel like a slight.
When I texted you guys, I turned it again on my timeline. It
just
came,
popped up, yeah.
popped up. So they called it the all OTE team. So
Right,
it was
right.
like Anderson, TK, Isaac, and two other guys.
Mhm.
And then they said we didn't.
and Dakari Spear.
Yeah, they didn't do. He said somebody in the chat said, "Oh, we haven't done the MVP yet." We will
Wait, so
do it
Adam
later."
didn't even go first team?
Adam was first team.
Yeah, I think he was the last one that got
I think it was
announced.
Adam.
TK.
I said
Adam, TK, Dakari Spear, Caden Daughtry, and I want to say Anderson.
Anderson. Okay.
Yeah, right here.
I'm just saying if it
That
was,
No, it was so the all OTE was Isaac, Talon, TK, Dakari, Anderson, and
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
but what I'm
no,
saying,
I was
they
saying if
said-
he didn't even make first team, we wanted him to be MVP.
Nah,
that'd
he
be
was
fucking
second
cool.
in MVP race. I
Who,
think.
Caden?
which is
Adam.
Oh, Adam.
yeah, the one
Okay.
that looked like Mike from Stranger Things.
Oh, so yeah, no.
But
Again,
that's also my thing. Like I know I've been around those kids. Those are all good kids, bro.
yeah. So again,
Like I just don't. I think it looked like it was for show,
Sure,
and I
it
hope
was for
overtime
show.
isn't telling them, oh yo, y'all should get up and walk out. It'll be funny. I
'Cause
hope
that's
that.
what we talked about with that one dude that does the yo, I'm about to do this.
Yeah,
That's just corny.
yeah.
That's just
I
very-
hope, I hope
like,
that
again, it'll be
wasn't it.
clickbait.
But I wouldn't be surprised. But for
But-
me, I think that's why some people have a negative connotation.
with the league because of it's more the
The
showmanship
show.
that comes with
Yeah,
OTE.
Because 55-year-old basketball analysts
not
that
gonna
been in it
understand
30 years don't understand that.
At all.
We've been around it a little bit, so we're like, all right, we get it's just.
And I always
Just
talk
for
highly of
clicks.
OTE.
Yeah, like,
you know
yeah.
I love this.
That's the
style of
thing.
play.
Like we've talked about OTE in a positive light. Like, and I think it's still growing.
and we mention the show all the
especially
time.
especially even having dynamic prep as phase OTE this year. Like
Yeah.
that's a great team to have in your
Yes.
league, bro. They got a chance to be the best team in the country.
Overall, yeah.
In the Shake Hoops ranking, they the best team in the country.
They get
Yeah,
the shake
this
hoops,
disappointed me
double.
on this one overtime. I ain't like
Yeah.
that shit.
So you saw the text I said Putnam. Putnam was like, throw him in there.
Oh yeah, my boy Scrap.
Yeah.
Shout out Scrap. Shout out Scrap. I just saying I ain't seen them in person, but they did beat Newman.
They beat Newman.
They beat Newman. I'm definitely going to the National Prep Showcase this year. I think, bro, I hate the fucking politics in this basketball stuff. Why? So, Deron Rippey, Jane Chapman, Kamzi Owaka, they all go to Blair. I go play all these kids in the summer in Adidas at all these camps. But then when the season roll around, it's prep school. We gotta keep it separate. We gotta
Like,
keep the
what,
ranking
bro?
separate. We play all year round. They all reclass, bro. Just because the kid did it in 7th grade 2 times
Doesn't
and
mean
didn't
nothing.
count during high school, he reclassed 2, bro. Dudes when those dudes all graduate at 19, some do graduate their normal age.
Yep,
I get
some.
it. But some maybe you even started school late. Maybe it's different situations.
Yeah,
bro. Let's roll the balls out, bro.
Yeah, I think they need to play. I think we just need to play ball because at the end of the day, whether it's
I would love-
Scholastic or prep knapsack or independent,
Yo.
whatever, They all going to play grown-ass men in college next year.
Right.
So why are we making it a big deal?
You know what would be fire? Say we take national prep champion, OTE champion, Chipotle champion. Then let's throw a wild card in there, like another good team. 4.
And then you gotta
then they play, that would be fire.
Or you could throw some big name state champions in there.
Big, like the
Cali,
the best state champion,
Cali,
like
New
Paul
York.
the Six or something.
Yeah,
Paul the Six, yeah.
Like
maybe you do two. You make
each.
the states, the big states play against
I
each other.
always wondered
and then
that.
do what's it
Like,
called?
I feel like I know high school is different now, but when I was younger, I used to think like, oh, like the national champion should be like all the states play, like the best.
That's why I think
but like,
about
No.
but then
That'd be impossible.
Connecticut is this big, and we have 10 state champions.
Yo, we get
class
killed.
double
Yeah,
triple.
but
L,
other-
V5.
Other schools, the other
Other states be like that, too. They be having, like,
New-
9
New
state
York
champions.
has like freaking
Yeah.
12 or 15,
Yeah.
16 sections, and they have
Right.
different state champions. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Like,
yeah, that would be fire.
would be
though.
fire.
Like some real like EYBL Scholastic versus
they should just do that in general.
yeah,
Like they should
bro.
just do like a home and home.
Yo,
or,
whoever's watching, get that
OTE.
together. Get that
yeah,
together.
or
whoever's
OTE.
watching.
Like let's just do
what we said last time in the summer. Adidas versus Nike. That might be what we got to do too.
And I heard Adidas trying to make that high school. They slowly rolling out, trying to get some kicks.
Brands is more prevalent than ever. Pay attention to branding, y'all. This is marketing 101. Feel me? Went to college for this shit. You don't see all those Adidas select teams for no reason.
There's Putnam. There's St. Thomas More.
St. Thomas More, Blair,
New Hampton.
That
I'm just going off of the NEPSAC schools. And I think that's for the ones that I know. Those are the 4 that I know offhand. There's probably a bunch of others.
Probably a bunch of.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So like
they come in too. You think they just
Adidas
want?
not? Yeah,
you
they
think
not
they just
stupid.
gonna let Nike
just
get
all the
EYBL Scholastic?
over there.
Yeah, then Nike, yo, they running the tournaments. I get it. Business is business. What's it called? Was a EYBL stop hoopball. Pretty much.
There was a bunch of
Literally,
Yeah.
only EYBL schools only played EYBL schools at that.
Yeah.
So
Most right, yeah.
I
again,
get it though. Business is business.
Business is business.
On
but
a lighter note, we talked about Cal, Arkansas, and we talked about Darius Acuff. Where does Darius Acuff rank in the guard
Hall of Fame
cornucopia that Cal has had over the years?
That's how
So
he's
he's had D. Fox, Brandon Knight, John Wall, Jamal Murray, Tyler Eulis, Malik Monk, SGA, Tyrese Maxey, Manuel Quickly, D. Rose, Rob Dillingham. Where's Darius Acuff ranking all that?
Can you do it before he enters the league though?
We can rank him as a college guard.
If we look at his stats, and this was as of like last week, he's averaging. Well, again, the season's not over, but he's averaging the most points, and he's the most efficient scoring wise. He has one of the higher assist marks like on that list. I'm just going off of memory from the picture I saw. Whoever posted it, but his style of play, being a freshman, he's showing his poise.
He's OD.
Yeah, he's the real deal. Again, we won't be able to tell his success in the NBA, but if he's coming from the Calipari tree, so barring God willing being injury free and healthy, like I think he could be in the Mount Rushmore of Calipari guards eventually. I don't just think it's hard to go off of just
where do you
small
think
sample size.
He is as of right now as a college guard before tournament starts, wherever, like his play.
It's hard to say. Like D Rose was that motherfucker. Like he was that
Rose
guy.
was OD.
John Wall was that. Like those two.
Yeah, I don't think I'm putting him over John Wall. Like I just can't. Like me.
No,
right
I hear
now,
you. No,
I
I hear
can't.
you.
Yeah, like he
I'm
was.
sorry.
Even though, like again, stat wise, he's a little bit better. Like just the effect John Wall had,
Yeah,
and like
bro,
he had aura during
See,
that
I was
year.
a youth when John Wall was there, so it's a little different. But I searched through and through for the elite socks for the half and half
Yo,
sleeve.
The sleeve
That
was
half and
hard.
half
The
to
half
get.
and half
sleeve son, was
sleeve.
hard-
I
that
wanted
was
that
impossible to
so
find.
bad, yo.
Impossible.
That
And
was a
you know,
one-on-one.
I would find like the half and half, but he had the half and half with the
The-
pad.
Yes.
With the pad.
Mhm.
That was a
Ooh.
Nike exclusive because obviously.
Yo, I wanted that so bad, bro.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Nah, see, that's what, like, for me, I'm just connected to that, like that. Even like,
But you guys were super young when D Rose was at Memphis, unstoppable. Like obviously that's why he's the youngest MVP in NBA history. Like he was.
I think time will tell.
Yeah,
Did Maxey come off the bench?
a lot of them did. Like a decent. Like Tyler Ulis came
No,
off the bench.
I think Maxey started.
But
I think SGA came
off the bench, too.
SGA,
SGA came off the
definitely
bench for sure.
like Maxey was drafted like in the 20s.
But
Also,
look,
shout out Tyler
now
Ulis
look.
still being on the staff and still rocking with Cal.
you know
I
what
love that.
Yeah, but that's another thing. Like if you have that love for your coach, like and
Yo,
you-
is
it's
that
different.
dead? Is that dead? I know it's getting late. But,
I gotta get going.
yeah.
too.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
like 2 minutes. Is that dead? You think? Because I see Trey Burke. They just retire his jersey. They're gonna love him at Michigan forever. Is that like dead?
Yeah. I think like
I think only like one and done's like a AJ. They'll love him at BYU.
oh well
forever.
that he made
That's
it.
different.
Oh, you
But
mean
he
like-
was so proactive in the
That's
community
what I'm
too.
saying.
Like
but like a Trey Burke, like, oh, we love you forever. Thank you for coming here.
there will be no more
Nah.
unless you know what I'm saying. Unless it's
I mean,
like
not-
Alex Caravan.
Yeah, Alex
You know what I'm saying? Like, that
Caravan.
might
but
be-
he's also there before you started having to pay dues. I think the payment is what's messing that up.
Yeah, clearly.
The payment and the ability to transfer.
You won't,
Yeah.
but you won't see that on the women's side. The women's
No,
side,
they'll love you forever.
unless they change the payment scheme for WNBA and getting rid of that rule where you have to stay 4 years,
yeah,
then it's a different story. But on the
Right.
men's side, I think it might be.
I think
It's going to be cooked. But is that it? We wrapping it up?
absolutely.
All right. Yeah, I think this was a great episode. We got a lot of stuff. Again, thank you if you watched through, if you listened through. We appreciate you. Again, like, subscribe, share this. We're trying to optimize us putting this stuff out and putting more clips out for you guys. Make sure you stay interactive with them. Follow us, share this, blast it out, please, because we want to keep getting this on a national scale. Like, we appreciate our community, and again, we want to be able to grow that. So, do we shout out the socials
Yeah,
again?
Tour Ralph, you know what it is.
Shake Hoops.
Shake Hoops.
There you go. Yeah, know that Stephen J. know that, and then follow the Basketballists on Instagram as well as subscribe on the YouTube page. We'll see you guys soon. Peace.